butterfly.
Alrighty, let me make sure my audio's good first. All right, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another stream, another episode of Save Point with Zoo and Hawk Unplugged. My name is Nighthawk, and today we have a special guest with us, Max the Slayer. But first off, Zuli, how are you?
We're doing good. I definitely been MIA as usual. That's actually normal for me, but we've been out around in the life. But yeah, we've been chilling. Definitely excited for today's episode with Max. That it's our guest today for our safe point, and yeah, I've been good. Definitely. How about you, Nighthawk?
Been doing good. Been chilling, been streaming. This has been a heavy week in content creation, hence the perfect for the title. I literally promoted my other stream before we went on, but I scheduled it so it looks like I don't know if y'all are thinking like damn, how many promos is he throwing out there? But I'm just like throwing all this stuff out. But yeah, birthday's coming up, so I'm pretty excited about that. And yeah, just a lot of like content coming up that I can't wait to do. Let's see, it looks like Max is fixing her camera right now, so we're gonna give her some time to sort out the camera stuff. But real quick, I want to thank my VOD watchers, people who are gonna watch this later, people who are lurking, people who are currently in chat. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. People over at YouTube, we're streaming this straight to YouTube this time around. This is actually the first save point that I am streaming directly to YouTube. Normally I would record the sessions and then drop the videos later, but for this one, this is going directly to YouTube and will be available shortly after the live. So I appreciate the YouTube watchers, and yeah, Miles, I also appreciate you for the first, and the hydrate, appreciate that. Hydrate off top.
Hydrate for me too. Let's do that. It looks like Max was having some issues with the internet.
Dang. All right, she will be back shortly.
In the meantime, I mean, people that are here on your channel, they know what you've been playing. But what's the most recent games you've been playing? What you've been streaming lately?
Yes, so recently I have been streaming Control. Actually, let me share it. Let's start sharing chats. Yeah, there we go. Recently I've been streaming Control. This is my playthrough to make it through the game right before Control Resonant comes out. We are very close to well, let me not say very close, but we're getting to the end of the game. Hey, Max, welcome back.
Max is back.
I'm sorry. Okay, I was like, great. Literally the intro. I'm so sorry.
You're good.
I was like, psych. Okay.
Listen, when it comes to that internet, you can't. There's nothing you can do about that one. So I completely understand. But Max, how are you? Welcome back.
I'm doing well. I'm just like, I'm not gonna lie. We've been having internet issues for the past month, and it's just like it's either outage or our actual like cell phone device, or then now it's like our Wi-Fi. So we're trying to figure it out, but sorry about that. Everything was going well today until I guess I needed it. I don't know.
That always seems to be the case. Like, for...
other than I'm doing good.
Yeah, we were going over. Zoe just asked me about like the recent games I was playing. I was talking about my playthrough of Control, and yeah, the overall goal is to just get done with it before Control Resonant comes out, which I'm on track to doing. But the games, it could get challenging sometimes. If people have seen my last stream, it was a little bit of a struggle bus on one of these fights. Took me about 30-40 minutes, and I got frustrated near the end.
Oh, wow.
But there will be clips. I will say that released on socials coming soon. But anyway, this is actually a good segue. Max, one of the first things we wanted to talk about was some of the new what's some of the new entertainment that you're into like recently?
Do
It,
you mean like gaming wise or
it could be
like
gaming,
TV?
movies, TV within that.
I'm actually so like all I watch, I feel like all I watch is like YouTube, sometimes Netflix. It depends on like what show or movies on there. But I basically watch YouTube and like foreign films. Specifically love K dramas and C dramas, and I've
Mm.
been getting back into my C drama bag. It's just like I don't know, like this whole like yearning era. It's kind of like not coming back, but I feel like people are starting to talk more about it, like the Dracula love, like the way he yearns, and that's like everything that like C drama and K dramas are about. And I think it's coming back with like a resurgence. So I love it. It's very
Ooh.
yearnful. Like it's so like they're their I guess form of like flirting and like affection is just like the slightest touch, so everything's like all dramatic and stuff.
Hmm.
But it's just so great, like they love differently and it's like refreshing, like because I feel like it's so there's like a lot of stuff over here in America, like fighting, yelling, like
Yeah.
overwhelming news that like C
Hmm.
dramas and K dramas kind of take you away from reality for a bit because there's just so much going on. So I think that's why I kind of like gone back to it. So
Ooh.
mhm.
That's like a nice touch. I've never seen actually C dramas, and now I'm interested to see what you would recommend.
I would definitely recommend you some. It's just, but also you, it's kind of like watching anime, like subbed anime. You kind of have to
Mm.
like reading subtitles because you can't really like
Oh
move.
yeah.
Hmm.
You can't really just like do stuff and
That's
like
facts.
listen to it in the background. You gotta be like, okay. So it's like you kind of have to want to read it. Some people don't, but I don't mind it, especially. But if you're tired, of course, like I wouldn't recommend it because you're gonna have to be like reading it in the background. But I definitely can recommend some things. But I've also been into retro games, like a lot of like throwback stuff.
Hmm.
I've been playing offline. I need to play. I've been told to be to stream it, so I will be streaming it more. But I've been heavy into retro games for sure.
Definitely. And with those, either C drama or K drama, what would be one that you recommend to Zuli?
Ooh, okay. So the one that all like everyone has literally been talking about is called The Pursuit of Jade.
The
And
pursuit.
yeah, Pursuit of Jade. And I am currently watching the one I'm watching right now. It's kind of like getting me off of Pursuit of Jade. Um this one is called I think something Blossom. Hold on. Let me
Wow,
see.
Pursuit of Jade is like from 2026. It's like fresh from the oven.
Yeah, a lot of people have like it's been like even like newcomers, they're like Pursuit of Jade. Watch that. It's
Nice.
really good. Has a little bit of everything.
I
Nice.
love it. Actually, in that matter, like I've been watching a lot since you guys know I travel a lot back and forth to my home to see my family. Every time I go in a airplane now, my fiance knows that I will put a Japanese movie just to listen in and watch, and it's been interesting. Like I've been watching random Japanese movies from all genres. Like I'm talking about like action, history, and things like that. And I just put obviously like original. And I do love subs. I'm the anime girl, subs nor dubs. Nighthawk knows because we actually watched a
Yeah.
couple animes in Discord, and he's like, "Zoo, what are you doing?" No, I like to listen to original voice from all this anime. So definitely, I'm looking forward to see drama then.
Yeah, it's so good. They even have like video game s storylines and like where you're like in the video game and their graphics are like top tier. Like like graphics are like out of this world. Highly recommend.
Nice.
Love it.
I feel you on the sub part because it's I can hardly eat while I'm like watching subs. 'Cause I gotta look down, look back up. It's that meme of the person being like they talk in perfect English, and then you like when you're reading the sub, but then you look down for a second, then it's back to Japanese, and you look back. I'm like, ah, shit, I gotta pay attention.
Yeah, you
I
gotta lock in. But
Yeah, I remember doing the dishes when watching My Hero Academia and sub. It's a whole different thing when it's like action and stuff. 'Cause I gotta
What?
pay attention to the animation and I gotta like walk around the kitchen and stuff. It didn't work out, to be clear. So I switched it back to dub. I'm like, I can't do this. I gotta read the I gotta read the screen. But those original voices, like that's where that impact comes from with anime. And like you miss out on audio differences too. Like when Zuli and we were watching Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball when Goku was a kid, and up to that point we kind of synced up because we were watching it at the same time, and she had watched in a sub, and little tiny details were different. Like in the beginning of the episode, Goku would read the actual episode title, and in the dub they didn't do any of that. They just played the music, the dun 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 dun, dun just the music at the beginning, and that would be it.
you're missing out.
Yeah, so it was like little things that would like make the show a little bit better through the actual like subtitles. So
And like while you're reading, you could like miss out on like little like facial things or like fights or like
Yep.
he threw
Yep.
a dagger in the back and you're like, oh shit, I missed that. And then you gotta like rewind it.
yes, yeah,
Or they be talking so fast. They be like, like it'd be like a whole line sentence and they just said like 3 vowels. And you're like, oh shit, hold on, let me go back. So
Did
Oh my
you?
god, that reminds me like animes that have like funny comedy in the background when the scene is happening. You have to watch
Mhm.
it, rewatch it again, be like, wait, what's going on in the background? That it was so funny.
Right, like Zuli, do you watch Jujutsu Kaisen?
Jujutsu Kaisen. No, I haven't watched it.
you should.
That's first off, that's a great anime. You should watch it. Max, have you caught up with season 3 of Jujutsu Kaisen?
I am halfway through it. I just started back watching it. I had to like pause because I felt like a lot of people, it was like spoilers. So I had to like take a break and like go
Mhm.
out of that JJK realm. And now, like, since it like stuff has slowed down, I'm like slowly getting back to it. I'm like past the point like where they're in that fighting ring and they met kind of like the gambler guy. I forgot what his name was.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
that couple, I'm like
Yep.
at that point, and I need to continue on because all like everyone I see like the cosplays, like Renegoddess has cosplayed like few characters. And I'm like, I don't want to ruin it, but I'm like,
She's
that's so
amazing.
good.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
amazing with all the all the cosplays, and we're gonna get into cosplays later for sure. By the way, so
Okay.
but nah,
I'm
JJ.
also trying to post.
Mhm.
I'm trying to post to come to the live. That's why I muted real quick.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. But nah, JJK is like that's the one where I literally have to watch with the remote in my hand, ready to go back and like rewind at any second because the subtitles are so fast and they have this like turn without spoiling too much. They have this like tournament arc basically, and they have all these complicated rules that they just flashed on the screen, all Japanese text, and it's like 15 seconds. I'm like, oh no,
I
we
saw
gotta pause
that.
to read
I
all
saw
this.
that.
I'm like,
That was a lot.
yeah, I'm like, who's going to, except for like Japanese people, obviously, who's going to like stop and read all that? But yeah. So another thing I wanted to get into in terms of like like what entertainment we're into recently, there's been a lot of Avatar content, and I feel like we can't start the actual topics without really getting into like I feel like I'm sitting next to like probably the biggest Avatar fans I know. So
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
yeah. So I want to first ask like Max, what did you think about the newest movie?
Oh my god.
Ooh.
When I had my thoughts, it should have been in theaters.
Yes.
It should have been in
100%.
theaters. I know it was in theaters for a week. Was not long enough. Last minute notice. I know they got like I think they got like leaked allegedly, but
Mhm.
it deserved to be in theaters longer. I was actually looking forward to like actually going to theaters, sitting down and watching it. But I loved it so much. For what first, everybody fine. Everybody go fine. Now I can actually legit like comfortably. I feel like I had a crush on Zuko because it was age appropriate, but now like we're both grown and it's just like, yeah.
Right. Oh, I think she froze again.
Oh no.
But now to her point though, while she comes back, Aang is ripped now because Aang didn't really have muscles in the beginning or like as a kid, right? Am I tripping about that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We were watching him as a kid. He was not grown at all. Like I think he was even, I guess, after puberty hit him.
Right.
So now as an adult, fully, that's what we were watching as a young adult. So that's
Yeah.
a good point. This movie, I think that it was really great because it was all of them grown and adult. We all get like a little, I guess, lapse of their lives at that moment. Definitely, I would have been into even more because we got used to the series. I would have like, oh, what's the next episode? Like, what's the next thing?
That was part of the
That's
thing.
the only thing I felt. I don't know.
Yeah, that was part of the thing where it was like it felt like it was over very quickly, and I wish it were. So people were saying it was like representing this is the air chapter of the original series because we got like book 1 was water, book 2 was earth, and then book 3 was fire, but we never got an air chapter. And now like here's the air chapter. So that was interesting. I like that perspective of it. But it did feel a little short. But it looked great though. It was animated pretty well. Love the story and all that. So, but yeah.
What do you thought about the whole movie? I guess.
So I had some criticisms. I'm speaking as a, let's say, medium Avatar fan. Like I love the series. I just watched it. I just watched the series in 2024 fully, right?
Okay.
And from there, I got the hype. I love the story. I love how everything was like interwoven together with all the characters. So now I'm going into this like, okay, I really want to watch Korra next. Now I know Korra is divisive. Like people, I can't wait to start that journey to really well, I already watched the first 2 episodes. And my goal for Korra is just to go straight through it without looking into the discourse because there's so many polarizing opinions of it. And like, I really want to form, every time I watch a show or a movie, I want to form my own opinion first, jot down my thoughts into like a review or something, and then just like go from there. So, yeah.
To be fair, like, I feel like with Korra, what she's been dealt with, it was kind of a lot. So it's like it sucks, but it's like it's what she's was dealt with, and you'll get to see it as you watch. So it's kind of like it does suck. Yes, like Avatar, like the first like season of just Aang and the gang it was just so epic and iconic, and the character development was just so like well written out. And I just feel like with Korra, it's like kind of like how do you go from there? Like an epic story, like 3 books, all like it got better. Like every season got better. And it like flowed well. So it's kind of like how do you carry on with that? And it's just like, well, let's just a lot of stuff, just like throw everything at her. And
Yeah.
it was unfortunate, but yeah, I thought it wasn't bad. Like I think the first season was probably pretty good, but I think you could tell like maybe the love for the actual franchise kind of started falling off maybe, or maybe the creators needed to do something else, but it showed in the writing. So
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a big difference, right, in fans. Like with the Aang and the gang, it was like something that a lot of people watched when they were like maybe kids or like growing up, and then having all this love and all this story, and then later on, what we see later, like what happens with the other series on, or like it's more intense. It's more like reflection and a lot of shit going on, and you have to go through it. Like it's different the vibe, but it's still.
Yeah, it was more like the opposite because Aang is already in tune with the spirituality, and Korra was pretty much trying to figure that out.
That's what I'm seeing early. Yeah.
It was like more of the opposite.
Yeah. Exactly.
Which is like the only way they could do it, I guess.
Yeah. And then going back to the movie, one of the things I mentioned is that like I wonder if it should have been like a revival show, or was it best to keep it as a movie? Because to me it kind of felt a little short. Like I wish they had maybe a little
Yeah.
bit more
I wish we had
interactions
more.
with the
I'm
main
like, give
crew.
me more
Yeah.
episodes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like it should have been like a 3-part movie that
Ooh.
Yeah.
maybe they could have streamed as well, but like I don't know, like or maybe like a 3-parter. Kind of I think like The Walking Dead did this, and they do like episodes and then like there was like a finale movie or something. I don't know. Like maybe if they did it that way, cuz I feel like everyone was just so happy to see like the gang together and just to see Aang alive. Or
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
spoiler. um but I mean it's not a spoiler because it's like Korra, in order for Korra to become an avatar, that's kind of what
Yay.
needs to happen. But yeah, it's I wish there was more, like you said.
Yeah.
Wish there was more.
We were mentioning when you said about Zuko like an adult. We were saying that Aang looks grown. Everybody
Oh my
looks
God.
grown. They're
Aang looks
adults.
fine.
Everybody's out there.
The other airbender looked fine. I was like, everybody look
Tonga,
fine
yeah.
in here. All look fine. I see why. Yeah, I won't spoil it because some of their story goes into Korra. You find out more stuff.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Even with Tom, I was like,
understand
all right,
why
Tom.
things happen. So because everybody fine.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. And we only got like a glimpse of that, of their adult life. So that's why I was like, okay, I want more. But, you know, we just got to leave it to the people. They'll see what they're going to do next. But that was fun to watch, though. I watched it on the theater in New York City because when it was announced, I got tickets. And thank God we watched it because it was fun to watch in the theater. Like, it felt like a really emotion. I'm like, oh my God, we finally watching this. Like, it was so cool.
Lucky, and to see everyone's reactions too. But I mean, I saw it. I didn't see it by myself, so I did get like reactions and stuff like that too. But and I'm just like thankful that I would be able to access because it was only in New York and LA. So
Yeah.
I
it's
had no
kind of like
chance.
dang.
Yeah.
And it was literally in one. I don't know about usually, but it was only in one theater. One theater was playing it for a week.
It was
I don't know.
AMC for us. So there's two big AMCs in New York. I think they were putting in only one. Yeah, it could be that.
Yeah, that's insane.
You know what's insane though? We have talked about this. Nighthawk and I. We have another episode. I could have watched Sinners on the big screen, like in the IMAX Philly vibe of the New York theater that is meant for that theater. I didn't watch it because they were always sold out. Yeah, exactly that one.
The 70mm.
Yeah, I gotta have my theater tickets ready for that one because it's super hard to find. Everybody buy. I don't even know. Pre-sales are crazy. Everybody buys everything.
Yeah, the same thing happened with the Odyssey too. I think it was a limited like 70mm thing as well, but those theaters are so rare because IMAX is not as popular as like other formats. So I missed my window with that. But regular IMAX Odyssey though was an experience. I was locked in for 3 hours.
You know what's crazy? Like in LA, we have like theaters that do the 70mm, but there was like other theaters, like non-movie theaters that were playing the 7mm. It was crazy. Like there was like a planetarium or something. I don't know. It was like scientific venues playing it, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. Like there's other venues here that can project that movie in 70mm, which was awesome. So it gave people like more chances. Mind you, it wasn't an actual like movie theater, so you couldn't like eat or anything, but I mean you still could get a chance to watch it.
Right. That's pretty dope.
So. That sounds fun, yeah.
Yeah.
And then about Avatar the movie, before we go to anything, like what was your favorite, I guess, like scene of the whole movie? Like what was like something that you were like, oh my God, like this is pretty amazing?
Oh, pretty amazing. I was about to say, like, there was the oh my gosh moment was the fighting scene between the second Avatar, where he would just like freaking spoiler. Did you say it? He was shooting
Good.
like air bullets. I was
Yeah.
like, whoa, like what the heck? I think the wow, I don't know, just seeing them all work together was just like, I miss this. And then like seeing Appa and I don't, it was just the whole movie. I was just so fascinated to see the gang back together, even though like it was short lived. I feel, but
Hmm.
I felt heartbreak when that guy started fighting everyone. I was like, oh, what's going on here? I felt like, no, don't kill no one, bro. This is insane.
Right.
But okay, spoilers.
also
But
sidebar, Stuko he's that nigga because he was just like, yeah, he fine. Like Toph was just
oh my
like,
god, that's
It's in the bone
exactly
structure.
yeah.
I was
That was a
like,
highlight. That
is
was
he
a
fine
highlight.
though? Is he fine? And Zuko like,
Yeah.
he fine. I was like, you gotta respect him. You gotta respect him. You know, it's like yeah, you know, body too.
That was the highlight for
Low,
sure.
low key, that was my favorite part because like that's the interaction I want to see because like they're so funny together. Like just
Right.
I don't even need the action, but I will say that Taga was he reminded me how powerful airbenders could be. And then I love the Lost Avatar, the Lost Airbending Avatar. Her design was amazing. Like in the orange, and I need someone to cosplay that because her design in like the spirit world, that was dope. So I want to see more of her if they can.
Max,
I need to rewatch
cosplay.
that. I know. I gotta do Appa. I really wanted to do like adult Toph, but I think I might just like wait. I thought the movie was like originally was gonna come out in October, so I had like that planned. But since it's not, it already kind of like skipped ahead. I'm just gonna like wait till the anniversary to bring back my Avatar stuff and it'll give me time because I have a lot of stuff in the works for Halloween, which I'm excited on. And I wanted to be more scary for Halloween as well. So I'll save like the new Avatar looks for the anniversary to kind of make it more prevalent. So
For sure, yeah. And I guess now we can get into like speaking of cosplay and like all the content you're working on. One of the first things for the subject, which is content creation be hard, because it just is. We just need to vent about it. I literally created this because like I think we make this stuff look so easy that we forget to just have the normal conversations of it. Like, hey, this isn't easy. We got some difficult stuff that we've been going through within content creation and like life as a whole. So I think it's really important to have that conversation. And one of the first questions I wanted to ask you was like, what is your content creation origin story? Like you can kind of go from Twitch or YouTube, wherever you started content creating.
man, okay. Well, so I've always wanted to be in the content creation realm ever since like 2012. I think it like the origin started there because that's when I was in college and I was heavily watching like video game walkthroughs, and it's crazy because I
Yeah.
know people have watched Berlizzi um and Corey Kenshin.
Corey Kinchin, yeah.
I was watching people like Tetra Ninja and the Rad Brad, and that's kind of like I feel like they're like
Yeah.
different segments. That's kind of more into like the Markiplier, even though I didn't even know who he was either.
Yep.
But it's kind of dipping in that chip over there. But I loved watching it. I was like, I can do this. Like I really wanted to explore that YouTube realm more, but engineering life, it literally consumed my life. And I really, at that moment, was trying to figure out what I wanted to focus on. And I chose like my work life. Just so like, I was just like, if it was meant to be, it will always come back. And during COVID, we have a lot of time. Actually,
Yep.
it happened in 2019. I started having a regimen down to where I could get into um what I loved, and not to like kind of stem from trauma, but 2019 was a very transitional period for me. I actually just like broke off my engagement with my ex-fiance. I just started teaching pole fitness. Like I was in the pole fitness realm since 2016, and then 2019 I was invited to become a teacher. I was actually invited a year before, but I literally did not have enough time. But then had a lot of
Mm-hmm.
time. And so as I was getting into my pole fitness realm, I started to dabble like, well, what else creatively can I get into? I was just like, I'm tired of waiting for Halloween to dress up in my costumes. And so I just started doing it like year round. Like I just started like doing it for fun. And I was also trying to practice like with makeup, costume makeup. And I was just like, might as well just post it. And so I was just having fun with it, and then I started getting, I think COVID hit, and that's when I was just like, "Well, we got even more time." So I was just
Yeah.
like, "Why not start doing what you wanted to do back in college? YouTube, like doing walkthroughs." I started playing Resident Evil 3, and I started vlogging, doing makeup tutorials, cosplay tutorials, and then I started posting my walkthrough videos as well. And then as that continued throughout COVID in 2020, All Def reached out to me and was just like, "Hey, would you like to come on a stream?" Um, and I think it was from because I was watching Black Blasphemy and I
Yes.
posted
Yeah.
it on my story that I was like, "This show is so funny," and I was like tagging everybody. And then they saw it, and then they reached out and was just like, "Hey, like we see that you game, and we think you're dope. Like, would you like to come on a stream?" And I literally like, I was just like, you know what? I'm a cosplay, might as well. Like, I just got done filming. I was like, why don't I just stay in it? And I think the first after that, it just kind of like took off. Like my all deaf fam got me introduced to Twitch. I didn't know what Twitch was. I actually enjoyed it better because you didn't have to edit and you could bring it over to your YouTube. And then after that, I kind of just like took off. So that's kind of like the origin to that. So
I love it. I think exactly that time is like most of a lot of creators started too. Like 2019, 2020, exactly. COVID was like the big door for people to get back to what you love, which is
mm-hmm.
something that a message I'm always bringing here is you guys have to do things that you love. It doesn't matter if it's off stream, on stream, on your free time. Just do what you actually love. Video game, you want to play it, read a book, dance, do freaking videos, cosplays. And I think that was exactly the day that we all were like, wait, you remember I used to game a lot. Let me get back to it. Because that's when I started too. Like 2020, after a whole year, right? I was watching Discover Twitch because of the whole different groups of here, communities. I was like, wait, let me try to stream. And I remember that Karim helped me set up my first stream and everything. And I was like, okay, let's get started into this. And that's how I met all of you. So that was actually
Yeah.
really cool.
And I didn't even know what cosplaying was until someone was like, "Oh, you're cosplaying." And I was like, "What is that?" And they're like, "What you're doing?" I was like, "Oh." Like I didn't know. Like I was very naive and like I didn't know any like terminology, or I was just doing it cuz I wanted to do it. So,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fire.
I always like that part that like you didn't know what it was. You didn't know what like the term cosplaying was, but you were already like passionate within it. And like does that passion come directly from like Halloween and dressing up in costumes, or did you always just like dressing up in costumes in general?
I always like dressing up. I think it was
Yeah.
like I always did. I would like wear my sister's, like my mom bought like my sister a life-size Barbie. And I would steal like it was in a like a ballerina. Like she was she was I was like, I love this. And I would like steal the clothes off the Barbie and wear it. It was just like I was a very theatrical kid. So like I was always like performing, like dancing in a family room, dressing up. I was literally like running through Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, J Lo, like the choreography, Soldier Boy, that was the era. Doing all like the dances in your family room, performing with your family. Like we are very like a theatrical family. So I think it was just like always there. And you kind of like I feel like your creativity comes from your inner child and what you grew up with, to be honest. So
Yeah,
Oh my God.
it always reflects in like what you do now. It always informs you of what you're going to get into now or become more passionate in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. You mentioned pole fitness, and that's kind of like I feel like with you, and I was going through this when I was going through my questions. I'm like, she did cosplay, gaming, and pole fitness, like all within the same like channel and with you and in your same realm. Does pole fitness come from another specific interest over time, and then that transformed into content?
So I've always loved to dance. So it's like it always stems back to like what I originally loved, like dressing up, playing games. I've always been a gamer. And it's so funny because my family would like bet they be no, they people some of the people don't know like their accounts on my Instagram, but they be like, I know, I remember when you played that little girl. I remember we used to play this. So I was like, I can vouch that I've been playing ever since I was little.
Yep.
But it all stems back to like what I loved. I always was dancing, and I did like I would do all kinds of dance. I was on like the dance team. Um I've done like Zumba, like even in college there was like dance stuff, and I was just like tired of like the same old like I loved Zumba, but then it started to get like repetitive. And
Mm.
I will never forget I was with my girlfriends in her basement. Her room was in her basement, and she had a pole. And I was like, "Bitch, you got a pole in your room?" And she was like, "Bitch, I do classes." I said, "There's classes," and like after that, like that realm sparked like Lyra, like the hoop and like the silks, and
The aerial one,
I did
right?
trapeze. That shit was crazy. Like I did a backflip and swung and caught me. Like that realm, that aerial realm just opens you up to like different just like a whole new world. And like I started filming it and people were just like, this shit is cool. I actually have my own rig and I'm gonna be doing more content with that too.
Nice,
Um
nice.
but yeah, I just like started recording it. And I mean my student like I been an instructor for a decade now. And what, not a decade, I've been in the realm for a decade. I've been a teacher since 2019. So how long is this? Like
Mm-hmm.
7
7
years.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7 years. And like people, they even like students who couldn't make it to my classes, I would post those videos so they can do it at home because they were just like, oh, I love the way you dance and move. And I like practice this at home. So that's why I would also like make content out of it too. And now I teach it at conventions. So
Love
Yeah.
it's like a full
it.
circle.
That's dope.
Do you have your own I guess class, or like right now that you moved to LA, are you like maybe thinking about doing classes like in person, or how do you feel like about that?
I wanted to definitely take a break from it because I wanted to
Mm.
have fun like on my rig and stuff. I still wanted to do conventions, so I was like, I still got my foot in that realm. But people have been hitting me up for privates, so I might start off with privates. And I've been on people's stream like teaching. I was on Tokyo Sama Gaming stream for his like he did like a subathon, and I taught Magic Mike moves to his whole community. And he had his male community on Discord with the chair, and we were moving. It was great.
Yeah.
And now we've incorporated that in our workshops now since we've been getting more like male because since they can't watch, more have participated, but we've getting more like people like, oh no, I actually want to dance and learn
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
attendees. So it's been really great. So
I gotta hit up you. Like I gotta hit up to you so you can teach me.
oh my god, yeah, girl. I literally I kind of want to make it a series at this point because I've been like a lot of my friends that I've done like my like family friends, but like I've been doing like I taught Tasha, Jazzy, Betty, I'm gonna Persephone wants to do like a private lesson. So girl, we can make it a thing. We can make it a thing
Love it.
for sure.
Yeah. And when it comes to, so like you have all that stuff. Now, as I said before, all this stuff isn't easy. So you could kind of pick any kind of like of the things that you do in content, but what would be a difficult experience that you had that you would want to share, and maybe a takeaway that you've like learned from it?
Um, I guess. Hmm. I feel like when it comes to like so I've you guys know we've done like the streaming cosplay, but when it comes to actually being in front of a camera like in a studio, I'm not gonna lie, like another reason why I moved to LA was just so I can get more exposure to it,
Mm-hmm.
because we've done like arcade house, which was like totally different atmosphere, but also hard because that was like a lot of our first time just like getting in front of the camera. They were like, all right, say this, action, go. It was just like, oh shit, we did it. But we were just like, oh. So
Mm-hmm.
a part of me was just like, well, I really want to get more, exposure to that. And last year I got invited to a legit like brand deal with All Deaf. It was with my McDonald's and Minecraft for the movie.
Oh yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
I was coming in expecting like, jokey jokes, because like normally All Deaf is comedy. But they were like, no, this is serious. Like, you can't say this. They were like, McDonald's
Oh
is
wow.
watching y'all. Like, they were on a Zoom call watching us, and they would be like, you can't say this, redo this. Like, and they were literally changing the script live. Like, they were like, "Oh, we're not going to say this instead." So it's kind of like you have to like I was getting a bit flustered because it was just like so much at one time, and I also was just like so nervous cuz it was my first time back in a studio. And like from that, it's just kind of like you take every experience as a learning experience, and try not, and this is coming from an overthinker, you one don't drink Celsius. Cuz even though I like needed the boost, I was so it like made my anxiety and jitters like 10 times worse for me. Um and it's kind of just like, even if you don't think you did good, they're still going to edit it to make it, do whatever they can out of it. But it's kind of like, don't put your like self down. There's always going to be potentially an opportunity, or also use that opportunity to maybe inner work it into your own content, so you can practice more being in front of the camera, practicing lines or something, like doing I've been doing more like brand deals, and sometimes they need you to say stuff. That's like another way to like practice. But it's kind of like always being in this mindset of adapting to your environments, because that's kind of all in all how you're going to grow in a way. And don't put yourself down, because hopefully there's always like, even if there's not an opportunity, even in your own content, you can kind of inner work that to get better and be better. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Love that.
There's always room for improvement. Like, I think people
Yeah.
think that you have to start off perfect when that is
Hmm.
far from the case. When I started straight up, I'll never forget, and I'm gonna repeat this every time we do the segment. Like, my camera froze on my first stream, and I had to figure it out on the spot. Like, it was, I think the problem, I figured out what the problem was. Like, you can't shoot you have to know your computer's limits. And I think that also speaks to like you as a person. Like, you can't do, not every idea is going to be executed at once. Some just need a
Hmm.
little bit more time in the oven, or some just need to be noted down and put on the board for later. Like, when you can have the skill set to like operate on that idea. Um, yeah, you can't always like attack everything at one time. So,
Can I also say
mhm.
two things? I've been learning as I've been just getting older, stop waiting. Like, it's just like,
Yeah.
oh, next week I'll do it, or I'm going to wait until all my stuff is in, or I'm going to wait until this. Like, literally time will pass you by, and the moment and the opportunity will be gone. Like, stop waiting. If I could give any advice to like younger people, or just like people in this content creation, do it now. Stop waiting. Even though I get like there could be another opportunity like the following year, and yes, like if you can't, for a cosplay, for example, if you can't get it this year, it's okay to do it next year. But like, all in all, like in your life in this content space, like don't wait, just put it out, because it will get better. I know like opportunities, some can be like in a year from now or 3 years, but at least if that opportunity comes, you'll be ready. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll
Hmm.
be in practicing so much that you won't be scared or nervous. You'll be just be like, all right, it's go time. You know, time waits for no one. Stop waiting, and like keep putting that effort into your own content until you get another opportunity. So
Amazing.
Yeah. So you have anything to add on that?
No, I was thinking about when you were talking about stop waiting. I was retroactive thinking about my whole life.
because what you
You're hitting the spot, but now I'm kidding.
no, but it's true though. We wait on a
I
lot of
know
stuff. We really do.
that's true though. That I feel like yeah, people because even for exercise, right? Like you know how people are always like, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna wait until Monday to start. And let me tell you, I've discovered I'm like that in terms of perfectionist. I want to do it clean. I have to have everything ready. Then I'll start exactly at I don't know 6 a.m., 7 a.m. I'm gonna and then I stop myself and I'm like, what are you talking about? For example, for exercise or for health, you can start right now today. You wanna go for a run? Go for a run. You wanna go dancing? Go dancing this today or in the evening. Don't wait until Monday to make it happen. So I feel like the same way for content creation as well. I feel like there's a lot of ideas, a lot of creative, and I love the thing about these episodes is that I discover all of us that are here. We have something in common, which is basically our fine arts or the love for entertainment. And that I can tell you, like, we are creative people. Just get your creative
Hmm.
suit and start creating. Like, don't wait for anything like you just mentioned. I feel like that's a good advice, definitely. Because I was thinking, then, you know how many times I was waiting for the perfect this, perfect, I don't know, picture, perfect video. No, I feel one of the devices that everybody has on their hands that you talk on the phone, it's basically a whole freaking production cell phone that you can use. So you just have to do it.
Like
Yes.
that right there was one of Cleo's points. I remember Cleo Thomas. He says he gets questions all the time about like how do I start acting, or like people ask him that question. He's like, do you have a phone? Like we have these like all the time today. Like you have a device that can record audio and video, and you can send it to any type of like person who's like in charge or paying attention or might be paying attention. You just do it. And some people understand them, but some people don't. Be like, I need more practice. I need. If you start, that's kind of the training. Like sometimes I feel like you're always in a training arc, to like use anime terms, because like you need to sharpen the tool at some point. And
Mm-hmm.
some days are going to be great and like some of the best pieces of content you ever made, but some days are going to be absolute trash. You're not going to want to like for streaming, you're going to be like, man, that was a bad stream. You just got to sit with it, and like you have to like be like, okay, well, we could just improve on this next time. Because it's not like, I feel like even for us, we're not, we shouldn't have the perception that we're letting down our audience. I feel like for the people in chat now that watch us, they always support us. They always are understanding to if we want to take breaks, or if we need to improve on something, or if we need to hold the stream back to another day. And there's still a part of me that like, I want to get the stream done. I want to execute on this idea, but it's just not going to work. And no matter how many times there's messages of like, hey, push this back, I feel like we're always so like stubborn on trying to like push the idea out. Um, so yeah, this is another element of it. So you said something that I forgot, but Max, you have something else?
Oh no, I was also going to add that like there's also a thing of like, oh, I'm trying to like put this out before this person does it, or like, oh, this person has already done it. I haven't even been in that like suit of like, oh, like in the cosplay realm, or like someone did Black Cat. I literally is supposed to do Black Cat like when Spider-Man was coming out. Have like, mind you, like I pre-plan like all this stuff in advance. Like I have folders and sounds already. I have the cosplays. It's just like in the middle of moving, it was just so much going on. I didn't expect to be like when I moved to LA to like deep dive into like a lot of things. Like people invited me to these events or whatever.
Mhm.
Um, and it's just like, but my friend told me, she was just like, but people want to see how you do it. Like at this realm, a lot of people have done it, but they want to see how you do it. It's differently because it's you put your own, no matter what it looks like, or no matter what you stream or what game it is, because of course there's so many games. It's kind of, they want to see your reaction, how you play it. You might find something that someone else hasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, just
Mhm.
because someone else has done it, or like it's been done before, doesn't mean that you should limit yourself, or just like, hold back or rush, or you know if it's meant to be, if the time's right, just put it out when
Yeah.
you can.
It's also fun too when we're like, I love when the community like plays different the same adventure game. South of
Yeah.
Midnight, when that came out, I was playing it at the same time as GQ, Miss Game Queen for anyone that doesn't know. Um there's this boss of this giant I think he's a fish. His name is Two Toe Tom, and the first, you're supposed to ring this bell to like get him to expose his weak spot, and I'm like looking dead at him trying to like go like just like hit him in some type of way, but he's indestructible basically with if you don't hit the bell. I didn't notice the bell at all, and I go back to her stream and she's like, oh my god, oh my god, and then like she notices the bell immediately than I did. So like just even those little perspectives to watch, like that was just a fun
Hmm.
experience on its own.
I agree.
Yeah.
I feel like even in Twitch is the big world about gaming, and when a new game comes up, everybody's playing it, everybody's having fun
Yes.
with it, and I think that's a good opportunity of like, I might just pass and see everybody playing it. Like everybody has different
Hmm.
reactions, different like references of the game, so everybody's gonna react differently to like funny scenes and things like that. So
And you don't have to play everything day one. Like
yeah,
that's another.
exactly.
You could circle back to games that are like backlogs exist for a reason. And this is another topic we've done
I
in the past.
know.
Yeah, and so we did a backlog episode with Deem. Let's see,
Yep.
probably it's about to be a year ago,
And the
and
backlog list got larger.
he got bigger. Yeah, somewhat the same. I don't even know how much progress I made, but we're probably not going to talk about that. But
What is the accountability of the games we said we were gonna play?
I had that noted down, and oh man, I don't know if I probably beat maybe one or two of those games. The games I said I was going to get to afterwards probably went further back into the backlog because of all the other new stuff coming out. Like I think even Pat had a video on this where he was like you know what, we have a problem of like buying the newest things right when they come out,
Yeah.
when we just have this whole backlog of games that are arguably just as good if not better than the games that are new. So but I say all that to say, like, even within the like the content side of it, your own spin on something is going to be what people tap into. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, probably one of my first playthroughs on Twitch. That game came out in 2023, and I didn't play it in fully until 2024. But that was still like, I feel like I was able to get people interested in the game that I was playing. Like, there's people that probably weren't even as big as Star Wars fans that I was, but they were still interested in the adventure of it all, the drama, the story, and all that type of stuff. And that was like months after the game came out, almost to the point where I think people would have thought that it was a new game the way I was playing it. So you can always make the experience your own when it comes to like gaming or gaming on stream. So
And you never know who's watching, because like me and
yeah.
I told Pat to play Fierce to Fathom, and of course he wasn't playing it when like new episodes were dropping. It was just like a random like week. He
Hmm.
had the developer in there watching him, and he was like, hey, like I just watch people play while I'm making the next episode, and he was just like in the chat, and like you never know, and like they made a connection from that, and I'm just like, and also, but sometimes I do want to play it before, because then there's spoilers. Like Resident Evil
Yep.
9,
Oh yeah.
I
That's
wanted
fair.
to just get it all done because I knew there was going to be something in the game. And it was going to be, because everyone was already trying, like, there's been so many leaks on that game. I was just like, I have to just, like, knock it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some games that are like that everybody like spoils it, and you're like, do I play now? I feel like I saw the whole thing already, so
Yeah.
that's a point.
That's how I feel about Last of Us 2. Like
Oh my goodness,
I saw
yes.
the spoilers, so I was like, that joint's still in the wrap. So, but I feel like I do want to like play it, just like even like Kingdom Hearts
Yeah.
3. I just like sometimes I get dismotivated, or I don't know what the right word is for like unmotivated to play games because it's just like or just like for example, Hogwarts Legacy. There was just like a
That's
whole thing on that, but I spent literally like $80. I was so excited, and then the whole thing about J.K. Rowling came out, and it's like I don't support her, but I spent money on this, and it's like I grew up with this franchise. I did like like I don't support her bigotry. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it's just, and she wasn't involved with the game, so it's just like and then it's just like it's just you might as well not do it. But I still do want to play the game, but it's just like the stuff that comes with the you know
See,
the
and
franchise.
I was thinking about that the other day about like there's optics within a lot of when you get into content creation, and even just with that game, like I don't know, do you think there's going to be a time where you could maybe like, hey, I'm just playing this game just to have fun? Like, do you think you'll reach a point with
Yeah,
that?
because it's like now that she's trying to like what I learned of this is all alleged because I don't know, this is what I've learned online, but like she was trying with like the new Harry Potter franchise, like she's trying to replace the original three, because if she makes a new one with new people, it takes the money from the original three, and the original three don't support her. So like
Mm,
she's doing it on purpose to like take the money from them. And that's why I support their movies even more, because they don't even support her. Um but yeah, it's kind of like you kind of it's you gotta live your life. Like I've grown up with Harry Potter, and people know that I don't support JK, so it's kind of just like, and they're like end universal, like it's kind of part of my childhood, and I don't support her stuff, but I kind of like I was even gonna like maybe play it during like the winter, because I feel like time has gone by and no one really cares. To be
yeah.
honest.
Hmm.
But I feel like as long as your community knows like what you support, I think it'll be okay. That's just my standpoint. You gotta live your life, and I spent money on it,
Right.
so
That's the main. That's the main thing. I mean, I'm not gonna sit
well,
spent money on
$80 to
that
let
one.
this thing be on the shelf.
that's
Like,
about right though, because I feel like it's the same thing with music maybe, and movies, and even video
yes.
games. I
Hmm.
think we will not have to investigate into the super details of who's the person behind. We don't know their personal lives. We don't know if they're evil humans, right? Unless they're like open about it, right? Um, so sometimes like I feel this is the biggest heartbreak I've seen. Harry Potter, like we all of us grew up watching those movies, and I'm like,
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
telling me this freaking woman created this whole franchise that we all freaking love? It's such a heartbreak, and that's sometimes we discover things, about music and movies about people that are not that great. So it's kind of sad sometimes, but yeah, we have to enjoy the art, at least the part of the art and the creation, and something that we spend the money on, like you just mentioned.
Yeah, and the game doesn't benefit her. Like unlike the show,
Mm-hmm.
I think the show actually contributes to her like whatever she's doing. But yeah, the game she doesn't get any contribution, I don't think, from the game. So
Right.
e-
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to. Dang it! It was something you said.
I thought you had a question, right?
Yeah, but I'm trying to like think about it. So, and I got distracted for a second because my bit rate literally went downhill for a second.
Drop
But
down.
now I think
Yeah.
we're good. But yeah, we're just gonna keep going on. Um,
I know you
so
wanted to talk about the
mhm,
bubbly black girl thing or the whimsy thing.
yes. So within that subject, I feel like there's a lot of the other thing you deal with is like perceptions online, which is honestly that's a human thing, really. Like perceptions, you can't control everyone else's perceptions. Just kind of jumping ahead,
Mhm.
and you shared this video one time about this woman was talking about having the personality of a bubbly black girl, and it seems to be this thing that people want to tear that personality down. And I was going to ask, like, why do you think people tear down that specific personality, and like how does someone navigate through that?
It's I feel like this is just my opinion, and I think the lady explained it too in the video. It's just like, they see this person that's just like, happy go lucky spirit, and it's like they don't believe that they've been through anything. So they want them to go through something because they
Mm-hmm.
want to see them like, oh, they can't be happy all the time. This not those. It's just like, oh, you don't know me. But it's just like I choose to be positive. I choose to come with this energy. One, it's who I am. I like people are like, you're like a Disney princess. I literally like when I say I grew up with Disney, that's just like my lifestyle. Like I've always wanted to be in this state because I know what I always like to bring that in energy in the room because I know what it's like to feel down. Like I've been in like I don't like talking about my trauma, but I've been in near death situations. I know what it's like almost losing my life, losing everything. I know like being depressed, like I've felt that and I choose not to I've accepted those emotions and I've dealt with them, but I choose to be happy. And I feel like there's just one, it's just like there's bitter people in the world, but also you don't know what everyone, is going through at the time. You could just run into them on a bad day. I've had bad days, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's just kind of like you can't take things personally. Um, it's not about you, whether you're the person being mean or nice. You'd be like, why is she being mean? Well, why is she think, it's like, it's not about you. You gotta take yourself out of the situation,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember I saw this video. Someone's like, you can't build a joyful life on other people's assumptions. So it's just like that's like my first rule in this industry. You can't take anything personally. Like you have to take yourself out of it. However, someone feel like, and that's the thing in this realm. There's no matter how like you want people to love you and like you, people are gonna feel the way they feel no matter if you don't like you're just being you. You know what I'm saying? Like you cannot control other people's actions, their feelings about you. People have like made up shit. And it's just like that is far from the truth. But you can't control that. But all what you can control is you and how you and if you know yourself, like you just have to gravitate towards people that welcome you in and like kind of like block that out because that's how you get caught up in the drama and people want to throw you off your guard. Like they're like, she can't be happy all the time or she can't always like get the good end of the stick or whatever, good end of the stick, quote unquote, whatever. It's just like you have to like navigate your life, focus on what you got on, stay like try to like block it out. It's hard, I'm not gonna lie, because especially if it's like people that you looked up to or just like in your actual just like area, you just have to keep going with your life. It's
Mm-hmm.
nothing you can do. You can't control it. I know there's a lot of people who want to control it. You just can't. And you just got to keep going. And I always say it does suck, but there's always going to be someone out there who can support you or who's on your side or who you can do content with or there's always going to be someone out there. So
I love that. You're literally just dropping wisdom. I love it.
That was a
If
word.
anybody's is crying, that's part of the effect of Mac's speech. I love it. No,
and
I love it.
it could be people that you haven't even met yet. I've met people
Yep.
who are just like, I'm just like what's going on? Like
Like
I don't
what?
know.
Like what did I
Like people have a
do? Yeah.
perception of you too.
I
Like it's just
know.
like
Yeah.
that's why I just be like, I just be minding my own business. I'm like, I don't know what y'all got going. But I got this to lock in on. I can't take no distractions. Like, and once you like focusing on your goals, it's just like clear sailing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and it does suck though. I'm not gonna lie, it does suck. Like, being in spaces where people are just like negative Nancy's, or just like their bad day is showing on their face, and it's just like I don't want to ew, let me dodge that. But
Yeah.
you just have to like, unfortunately, you have to deal with it. It comes with the space. Like the space comes with roller coasters, highs and lows. You get followers, you lose followers. You get traction, you lose traction. You get opportunities, you don't get opportunities. And then you got to deal with the people and the bad people. Like
Mhm.
it comes with the space. Like you can't be sane, like, to be honest. Like you have to be somewhat delusional that you're willing to keep going, but also like do like, I don't know, you have to keep like this like compartmental, I don't know how, what,
Compartmentalize.
compartmentalize. Yeah, you have to compartmentalize like people, and just like don't take it personal. Whatever they got going on, that's on them. Like as long as you know there's no drama with you, like
Yeah,
that's what you all you could do, to be honest.
That's a good
hmm
like part of like content be hard, right?
Yeah.
Nighthawk, like I feel like exactly those words that you were saying just now. Content be hard, content creation be hard. And then what you just mentioned, like in this space, this exactly like, oh, you're gonna get highs and lows, you're gonna get a roller coaster. And to be honest, like everybody has known the different episodes we have with different guests. We have talk about our experiences, me and Nighthawk, and then one of the just mentioned Max is like dealing with a lot of things like that. And I have mentioned in previous episodes that there was a point when I was, going up there, content creation, that was everywhere. I was posting, I was doing everything, and I literally got imposter syndrome. And also, one of the reasons I stopped doing content is because my PC literally was stopped working. So it was up to the point that I couldn't stream. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a break. And that was okay for me, but like I actually realized being on the space is that this is not made for the weak. Like you cannot be out here exactly what you just mentioned. You had to focus on yourself because there's so much going on. And sometimes if you don't have exactly what you just mentioned, that is focus on yourself. There's a lot of things that can try to grab your energy. And even the perception of people that they think, oh, Zunebula is like this. But you don't even know me personally to say if I'm like this. And maybe people like won't realize until they meet me actually for real, like meet me personally, like meet me and this is my personality, or like the way that you express yourself. So things like that I already went through, and it's part of the content creation be hard, it's part of this journey that we choose to do. And in this case, like it's not for the weak, definitely.
But you know what, Zuli? It's sometimes, most of the times, you don't even meet those people. And some people are gonna think that you're this, like, not saying that you're negative, but like they're gonna have this perception with you the whole, like their
Mm-hmm.
whole life. Like you can meet them or not meet them. If they think you're this way, that's just their opinion. But the thing is that you know who you are, and that's their, like, you can't control what they think about you. And that's like another like thing in this community. There's always going to be opinions, whether they're good or bad. You can't please everybody, so you kind of
Yeah.
just have to like roll. And people want you to fail. They actually watch you to see if you fail. So if you take a break, that's cool, but as long as you like come back, you do what you love, and you're focused on yourself, like that's all you can, you've done your best at that point. But people also watch you to see if you fail.
Yeah.
Like you gotta be honest,
Mm-hmm.
there are lurkers.
Yes.
So
Exactly. Even
unfortunately,
Lurk of the
people.
shadows.
even though
So
I just thanked them in the beginning, but yeah, they people lurk. They don't got a chat to watch you either. So
yeah.
But
Yeah.
from the other side, though, the positive part is that there's so many of us that we're like so many good creators, right? And I love that. This is like when I go to Nighthawk streams, I love it because it's a good energy. I go to Max, it's a good energy. Your community. So also like that is actually good to see because yeah, we have the dark shadows of the freaking Kingdom Hearts around, but like you get the good people to see them and like be themselves. I feel like I love that too.
yeah,
Well,
for sure. And
you
like
gotta take the good and bad.
yeah, and one of the important things that you both kind of like touched on was like taking a break. You even when you're really moving through the content creation stuff like so fast, like you're dropping content, streaming every week, and you're on the top of your game, I feel like it's even more important or just as important to separate yourself from it a little bit. Like you still got regular life. Like if people, in case you might do this full time, or you might do this part time, you might have an actual like job that you're going to. But where is that space for yourself to just like rest? Because like last year I've caught myself thinking about content 24/7, which is not something I would recommend. Like you can have ideas, you can operate on them,
You can write them down.
Like sometimes you kind of need to think about it, especially if it's like a big thing. But if it's like all the time, it can get unhealthy to do constantly, to the point where when you're away from, like when I'm away from this computer, the lights and the software and stuff, like I'm not really separated from it mentally. So like sometimes to mentally separate yourself from it would be a benefit for you to like remember to live your own life, because like all this internet stuff is also not real. It's not a real connection. Like it's not something else I thought about, rumors and misinformation about a person or even like a misperception will spread really, really fast. So all that stuff is like another that's another element to it all, and you simply just can't control that. Like what's real and what's right in front of you is something that you can control, and being able to take those breaks and take time to yourself is very important.
Yeah, you because like in the end, if all these platforms were to go away, like what do you have? You know what I'm saying? You have yourself, you have your family, all the things that you weren't really focusing on. But it's like what you do have control is your regimen, when you can like you can bulk shoot content so you can make time for yourself and like personal things, and like it can work out. I've done it. It's hard. This shit, like you said, it's not easy. There's kind of not, I know people are like consistency. Like it is,
Yeah.
it's just like you.
Oh wait, did we lose her again?
No, Max.
Jesus, my internet's messing up too, because I'm dropping too.
Internet be hard too.
Yeah, see, this is literally part of it. Like, I don't know if it's just like karma of us talking about this, but dog,
Content creation be hard. I'm telling you.
You really do.
Oh, we lost her on the middle of the message.
Yeah. And I don't know if the stream is seeing it, but I apologize for the bitrate, y'all. It's like dropping here and there. I think we're good now, but yeah.
I see it live, but Max has to come back. I guess her internet went off again.
Yeah. But nah. I'm glad it's retaining it live. Shout outs to Twitch and shout outs to the tech for fixing itself though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, and this is part of it, because I know my camera's fuzzy too, so that's how I know something's off.
But I love like the topic that we're touching. It's about the different misconceptions about like when we're streaming and content creation being hard, and like the vibes and energy when you're in this chat of platforms, I guess. And I feel like one of the biggest messages I want to feel like share to everybody is don't lose yourself. Don't lose sight of yourself, I guess, in a way. Because I feel, like you say, Nighthawk, like right now you're 24/7 thinking about content creation. The moment you took maybe a break, you felt like you reconnected with yourself and like obviously with maybe your life and important priorities for you in that moment, and then come back later on to the content creation. So I feel like do not lose sight of yourself in whatever you're doing, because it's not only content creation. There could be people like at work or doing a lot of videography, photos, and things like that.
Yeah. Hey. Welcome back.
Max, we're saying content be hard, right?
Yeah, look, my internet, I'm fighting with my internet too, because it's like my bit rate's been dipping here and there. But yeah, so oh yeah, she needs to get back into the PC. What was this? But yeah, to that whole thing of like every week I was thinking about it, The King, right? Yeah, they're trying to. we're speaking too much truth right now. That's what's happening.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I don't know when it cut off on. I was spitting bars.
Yeah, you were
Right in the middle of your message, and we're like, no.
No, I
right.
forgot what I was saying, but yeah. As long as you gotta do like as long as you work on your regimen. I was saying like it's okay to take breaks because like if life happens and you're not there to like if you're not here, if you're like in the hospital or something, like life is still gonna go on. Like you need to be 100%, you and allow others to pour into you so you can be full to post, but like it's just like you do it, you need breaks because if this shit isn't here, if you're not here, it's like what are you gonna do if you're not here to do it? So
To be honest,
yeah,
as a creator that has been the longest break forever and hiatus missing in action, from my perspective, if you guys want to take a break, maybe take it so you can see how life continues. Everything else, Twitch is still on. All of you, my friends, are still streaming, doing amazing things. Everything continues, and I was like, oh, look at that. Like maybe taking a break and disconnecting because life be lifing. But yeah, sometimes it's good to take a break though. I was just saying, Max, that I feel like one of the important messages of all we're talking tonight, it's like do not lose sight of yourself. I feel like in every platform or in every like community that you are, or if people sometimes focus too much on work, for example, like don't lose sight of yourself in anything. I feel like everybody should have perspective of themselves, take a break, breathe, and
people
continue.
have comebacks all the time.
Yes.
Like I know I get the whole relevancy thing, but it's just like you could gain so much popularity and lose it just like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like nowadays you can gain a following. Like people can gain, I've seen it so many times. People can gain 20,000 followers in like 3 months. Like
that.
even like connecting your Facebook, like I gained like 18,000 I had 8 followers on my Facebook. I can as soon as I connected it to my Instagram, I got 18,000 in a span of a month. Like it's freaking insane.
Actually, speaking of that, I'm glad you brought that up. Do you see a difference between your Facebook audience and your Instagram audience, and maybe throw in your your TikTok audience?
I joke about this because no shade to my Facebook audience. They show up a lot of love, but there's just a bunch of old grumpy niggas on there. I'm just sorry. Like they're just a bunch of haters. I don't like I just leave it and let them comment. I don't even look at the comments on Facebook because it's just a bunch of old people. No shade. It's just a bunch of old kids on there like it's just like okay. Like I don't know. Like TikTok is my younger crowd and they're with the girls, like they will support. Instagram's like that middle ground. It's just like you kind of have to take like there's like
that's so interesting. Yeah.
Facebook there are like great supporters, but there's like it's like an older crowd. But the older crowd they ain't got nothing else to do but watch it. So you get more views.
Oh my god.
Yes. You gotta take it. So it's like it's engagement.
Right.
So
I love it.
I'll take it.
I actually, you know what? I'm gonna have 2 questions for you, Max. Number 1, do you remember what was your first official full cosplay that you did, and you were like, "Damn, I did that. I want that." And second, what's a game you've been wanting to play and you still haven't freaking played it? It's in your backlog. So 2 questions.
My first cosplay was Cortana. I did her like legit. I did like a little shoot. That was like 2016 Cortana, and I still fit in that bitch. I mean, it's a bodysuit, so but it's she was my first cosplay, so she's like near to my heart. And the second question, a game that I've always wanted to play that I haven't. Streaming or just like in general?
In general, like play it. Dang. That gives us an answer though. You play everything you want to play.
Yeah, like cause like I've beat BioShock 2, but I want to stream it so bad. Like I want to play a
That's what we
lot
have
of
in common though. Remember when I was
yeah.
doing Bioshock and you wanted to? I was like, I'm waiting for your stream of Bioshock. I can't. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
I want to I want to re-experience like I've been playing, which I should stream it cuz I mean, and that's another thing. I don't know if people want to watch it. Like I've been playing happily
That'd be the
enjoying
thing. Yeah.
playing Kingdom Hearts 2. Like I sped
Nice.
run RE2, like the OG RE2, and I'm screaming. Kenny was like, why you tell me you beat it?" It was just like, and GQ was just like, "And why aren't you shoot I beat RE4 remake, but I didn't stream it. Like there's things that I haven't streamed because I was
Mhm.
just like, are people who want to see it? Like there's like the backlog. Do people want to see the backlog? But it's a yes. So it's just yeah, I just gotta take time to do that. But yeah, I
Honestly,
really
yeah.
Listen,
Mhm.
jump in that because Bioshock has been one of the series of different games that I always wanted to finish the streaming because I started, but I stopped because I got freaking locked in that game. I don't even know how to pass the freaking Big Daddy because I didn't know. This is funny. I didn't know that you can kill them. I was passing almost the whole game without having any interference with this guy, and my best friend is like, "Dude, you know that you can fucking like have guns and shoot at them?" I'm like, "Wait, what? I didn't know you could do." So I was playing it wrong, by the way. I was playing Bioshock wrong. But yeah, definitely do it. I love that freaking series.
I want to play more Mario too. Like I like there's games
Yes.
that I haven't like and people like fucking shun me. They're like, "You're not a gamer." I was like, first of all, shut your mouth. Calm it down. Just
Right.
because I didn't play the games that you like, don't mean I'm any less
Mm.
of a gamer. Just like, oh my god, okay, let's talk about it. The console's another subject. People were like, "You didn't have this console." I was like, "Well, when I was growing up, we didn't have that
Yes.
much money."
Yeah. Hmm.
And same with anime. Hawk, I was literally
Mhm.
in a live action skit like last week. A guy was just like, "Oh, you haven't seen Naruto? You're not a fucking anime. Watch it." I was like, "Okay, just because I didn't watch your favorite anime,
Um,
like, does not make me any less."
so here's the other thing, right? You'll watch everyone else's favorite anime, and you just may not connect with it, and then it'll get even madder. So going back to the whole thing, like it doesn't matter what you do. Sometimes it's just like it's gonna the hate's coming
Yep.
out the way. I don't. Now I even say this to I don't hate Avatar. I don't hate Naruto, but I don't have that big of a connection to those series as some other people do. People, the way other people are Naruto fans, or is not how I'm a Naruto fan. But I can see how they are those type of. I respect those fan bases, and all you gotta do is just respect the fan base. That's all you gotta do.
Right, like
Yeah.
I'm really trying to give Demon Slayer a chance. It's just really slow right now. I ain't got the. I need bam 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 right now. Like that joint is slow as a. It's like it's giving Game of Thrones slow, and I'm like,
Really?
Oh, that's a perfect spot to to freeze on. I wonder when she comes back. I'm gonna ask where she's at. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
I was about to ask the same because I was like, damn, Demon Slayer. Damn, my heart, my heart. It was kind of slow, right, at the beginning, obviously, because they're trying to show emotions and things. Do you watch it, Demon Slayer?
yeah, I finished it. I've caught up with the Infinity Castle.
But remember the first episodes? I think those were kind of slow.
Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, I guess so. Because like I think that's common. That's a common thing with every anime. I'm trying to remember some of the animes that like get you right into it. Like I feel like JJK gets you right into it. Jujutsu
Do you
Kaisen.
recommend JJK? Should I start watching it? Because you're mentioning it too much now.
Yeah, I think you would like it.
I'm gonna watch it.
I'm trying to think about if you. It depends on your anime taste. So I would need to know what you have watched already, but you should watch JJK. It is really good.
I'm basic, bro. I'm basic. You know me. Dragon Ball. Well, my first anime was Trigun, and
Yes.
that's what I had. It has a special place in my heart. It's because it was the first that I ever watched.
Mm-hmm.
And then Demon Slayer is one of my favorite.
Mm-hmm. I feel
Yeah,
like
I might try JJK. Yeah.
I feel like the pacing in JJK is faster than Demon Slayer. Knuckles, I know you're in the chat. It's my anime.
And obviously, I'm in Bleach
partner.
as well. Like Bleach is
Yes.
my
Yeah.
anime I put like in the background.
You
know what was crazy?
Mhm.
I haven't finished it yet. Like my fiance keeps saying, "How
Bleach?
many times are you gonna watch Bleach?" I keep repeating a couple like episodes because I kept forgetting. I'm like, sorry, I forgot what happened here. But I know it. It's just I put it as a background anime. To be honest, I'm just like to put Bleach in the background because I like the songs.
Right. And you know, like, so yeah, like Knuckles in the chat, like he's my anime partner. I forgot. Bleach is kind of loosely, well, not loosely. I think JJK is a little bit inspired by Bleach, if I'm not mistaken. They have some similar quirks. Like the writer of JJK was influenced by like everything that Tite Kubo, Bleach writer, did, and you can see some of those influences like throughout the episode. So you would like JJK. It's just it can get kind of chaotic and depressing at some points, but it's like that dark, interesting stuff that makes like the writing really good.
Okay.
So
And there's a lot of fine men in it.
yeah, even the women, it's equal opportunity in JJK because even the women too. Like I love Maki.
Oh yeah.
It sucks what happened to her though, but yeah.
Also, I'm so sorry about my internet. I literally will take a look at what the fuck is going on. I've never had this many drops today. It's weird.
Nah, it's all good. We're here. I did circling back to Demon Slayer real quick. Where exactly do you think Demon Slayer was a little slow? And you can spoil maybe a little bit of it. It's fine.
It's just like the character development, like the talking scenes, like I don't know, or maybe just at the time that I was watching it, maybe I just need to like, maybe because I have the patience now, maybe I'll just like give it another chance. It's just when I was watching it, it was just like, the storyline, I don't know, like it was just kind of slow, and I guess I was just so used to things just happening, like right instantly. I guess I was just like I wasn't patient enough, but I'll give it another chance. Like I did I do want to watch like Naruto and Bleach though as well, but it's just like so many animes that like mainstream ones that I need to like I don't even want to go towards One Piece yet because I haven't even gotten like the smaller jumps done. So
I'm same. I think I haven't. I want to see One Piece, but everybody tells me it's so long. It's so much stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna get into it.
Yeah.
Naruto, I watched it some years ago, and I stopped in a certain moment of that anime. So I was like, I haven't watched what happened after, but obviously spoilers is everywhere. Bleach, I was just telling Nighthawk, I put it as a background anime. I keep getting caught on the same episodes, and my fiance, it's here. He's like mad that I haven't finished the freaking Bleach anime because he's like, you was watching that shit, you haven't freaking finished it. I'm like, well, I forget what happened here. So I just rewatch episodes. It's insane.
And I ain't gonna lie, I kind of want to watch Naruto because I see some fly ass clothes. I ain't gonna lie, I'm like, I can't get the correlation. I'm so like when it comes to like, my favorite, Oh My Senpai, her ad is like favorite senpai. I saw all her stuff. I was like, oh my god, I want a fucking like. It was like Juicy Couture but anime, and I was like, I don't know none of these references. But I watched it. It was so funny because I was like, "Ooh, what's this anime?" And I'm watching it, and then I made the correlation when she like posted it. I was like, "Oh my god, it's JJK! I know the correlation." I was like, "And bye." Like I didn't know like that was her sets. I thought it was just I didn't know what exactly. I knew it was anime, but I didn't know because I didn't know the names at the time. And then when I watched JJK, I was like, "Oh my god, she is a whole line." Bye. So I see like all these Naruto like dope ass anime where even One Piece, but I feel like One Piece is I feel like a journey.
It is.
Go through.
Yeah. King just said about like all I'm hearing is watch parties in the future. A watch party of One Piece is so for the people that don't know. For the people that don't know,
That's an ongoing,
yeah,
non-stop.
You need to watch like
we're
how
not
many
doing that.
episodes daily? You have to watch Nighthawk for One Piece because you're watching it. Tell us how you're doing it.
So I'm almost caught up to what they're currently showing, which is a feat within itself. You guys are not ready for the amount of One Piece content that I can do now because of how much there is to talk about. They're in the 1100s in the episodes, and they're like at 1160 something, I think. And then I'm around 1130 something, and I started January of last year. So, and this is with.
Thank goodness, we're too late.
but
Jesus.
but I will
But how
say
long are the
this.
episodes? Are they an hour or 30?
Yeah.
Oh, they're 20 minutes. You can kind of burn through them. So that's the
We
thing.
can watch like 10 episodes per day. But
them
you gotta
hoes
commit.
out.
You
I
gotta
have
commit.
them. I have them.
20, if they hour,
Yeah,
I'm
that it would be
catch you
much
in a
harder
lifetime.
if it was like an hour. Like yeah, like you can do. I've had myself doing like 10 episode days, especially when the plot gets really good. And that's the other thing. Like One Piece is long, but it's not boring, which is what people would lead you to believe. Now it's not a perfect show. You know, you're gonna have your low points where the arc isn't really hitting like that, and like even in the anime adaptation, they added a lot of like not like filler episodes, of course, which aren't that bad compared to Naruto, in my personal opinion. Naruto, I skipped all that filler because I was not about to go through. I was like, none of this is in the manga. Okay, cool. I'm about to skip all this.
Wait, Max, do you skip fillers or you watched them too?
I watch because like if it's dubbed, I just be watching them because like even like, but it's just like the things that I watch, like Apothecary Diaries, ain't no filler. I
Mhm.
mean, there was maybe like one filler,
Yeah, it
but
doesn't
even
have
the
any filler.
fillers are good. Like they're like JJK. Might the no shade, the movies might be the filler, but like
They are, yeah.
like
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know what I'm like
Yeah.
but the show, there's like always something and I think that's where you just have like some animes you need patience and you need to learn the characters and learn their story, just like Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones was really hard to watch at first and you were like they were throwing
I
names
watched
out.
it
You're
for
like,
the first time last year, and when I watched Game of Thrones last year, that was insane. I was like, "Jeez,
Mm-hmm.
that
Oh
was
my God.
slow."
And watching these shows with like people is just awesome. Like watching
Yes.
B Stars with GQ, that was funny. She was trying to get me to watch Nana, but we couldn't. Like at that time, I was like traveling a lot, I think. So,
That's
but
another
like watching
one.
it with
Yeah.
people, yeah, that it's fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, but so there, I will say that One Piece has a lot of entry points where people can get into it now. There's a live action on Netflix, which is among the better anime live actions. And then there's also the remake that's being made by the same studio that did Attack on Titan. They're remaking like with the older arcs with newer animation because you know One Piece started like in 1999 or 2000, like the show at least, and that's like an older animation style. Some people really don't like it, but I will say for me, for new people, I would recommend waiting until that Netflix remake, especially if you don't want to watch it now. Now, if you really, really want to get into it, you can, and it's with the understanding of this is not just going to be this is not going to be a little show. This is going to be a journey. You can take breaks. You can like these arcs aren't even, they get heavy too. Like there's so many iconic moments of great writing, world building. You really do feel like you're in this world of pirates that and all these like diverse places that you go to and all these like diverse set of characters and stories. Some characters that you won't think are important in, let's say, episode 73 come back in episode 1170. And it's like damn, okay, he was important for this reason, and you start connecting the dots, and it's like this ever evolving puzzle, but you manage to like figure it out. Like it's a really cool it's not as complicated as JJK or even like a Hunter x Hunter, where it's like that some of those stories can get confusing, but One Piece can balance like simple and complex ideas, like kind of all at the same time. And like just the writer, his name is Oda, Eiichiro Oda, amazing just in how he like writes the whole story together and make like likable characters that stand the test of times. Also, the outfits from the Straw Hats,
And the food be
amazing.
looking good. No shade. I be
Yes.
like, damn.
Yeah, that's
I
how I
don't even
got
know.
introduced to takoyaki. Like really good. But yeah, all that stuff combined. That's why I love the One Piece cosplay meetups, because like you can do a
It look
character,
excellent.
but it'll be in like different outfits per characters. Like if you're doing Nami, you could do her like post time skip look with like just the blue, the striped bra, or the Elbaf arc where she has this like black outfit with the yellow like scarf. Or with Robin where she has this like cowboy fit, like a white coat, white cowboy hat, but like
It's
this
like
purple
purple.
dress underneath. Yeah. Or just the blue with the pink skirt. And it's very it's a lot of variety on the cosplay scene too. So that's what another thing I
I
also
want to
love.
see cosplay groups. I want to see cosplay groups. I love when everybody does a
Yeah.
character and they're all together. Like that would be kind of fire. I want to see more.
To answer Julie, go to DreamCon. They have a lot of them. But I there's a reason why I'm interested in watching like specific animes. Like I want to watch My Hero Academia, even though I've seen
Yes.
people cry and shit. I don't know if I'm ready for that. But it's like the cosplays, even the cosplays. I'm like they're so colorful and like everyone like it just seems like a fun time. That's why even like video games. Like I've seen like I'm doing a 2B cosplay. Um and it's just like I've seen so many like dope like gaming cosplays. It makes me want to play the game, interested in the franchise and cosplay myself too. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's and you know it's weird. Like for DreamCon specifically, that's one where I forgot that like you can't just you don't always have to cosplay like an anime character. Like I like
Mm-mm.
gaming before. Gaming I would describe as like my first love, and then like music is the second. Like in terms of entertainment, gaming comes first, then music, then anime. Like anime has
Ooh, I
me
like the
now.
order that you're doing.
Yeah,
Because I
like
have to ask Max what she likes in order.
yes,
Yeah,
like
I mean to
yeah.
be oh go ahead, talk,
Yeah.
sorry.
I was just gonna say like gaming is my childhood, like from the beginning. That's why I always that's what branched me into all these different things. Then I got more into music around like high school, I would say. And then anime took over in like my college years and like now, especially with this One Piece era. But yeah, what would that order be for you, Max? Like maybe your entertainment
Um
loves.
Well, first, like when it comes to like the cosplay realm, I feel like I'm known for like gaming cosplays. That's like my niche.
Hmm.
I feel like I typically go there. I might like do like a spin-off and do like some TV shows or like pop culture. I've done anime ones, but like I'm mainly I my love is like the gaming side because they're just so like it's a plethora. I know there's like anime, like a lot of characters you knew that, but I know sometimes it tends to like run out, but then that's when people do like mesh blends or whatever. But
Yep.
I my first love is gaming, so I kind of gravitate towards those. But when it comes to like loves, I feel like it was gaming, but it's like I said, like how cosplaying was. I didn't know anime was called anime. Like I just thought they were like I didn't want to be. I'm being a little ignorant. I thought it was cartoons, animation. Um, I thought it was just like another like cartoons because like when I was growing up, I was like it was like gaming, music, and then watching TV, whether it was movies or animated ones.
Hmm.
And I didn't know I was watching animes until like someone was like, "Oh, that's anime." Until I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know until like I was in the content creator space that it was called that because I was watching I feel like Sailor Moon, Inuyasha, Dragon Ball Z are a lot of people's first.
Hmm.
But I was watching High School and the Dead in high school. So yeah, I
Yep.
even kept watching in college because I loved it that much. So
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. I feel like even in Japan they call it shonen because I actually have a friend in Japan and he tells me don't be coming out here saying lines as anime because the people are gonna call you shonen because shonen means cartoon like for kids and that's how they
Yeah.
see and categorize anime in Japan. And I'm like, oh, so you're telling me that the whole world is actually enjoying anime, but if you go to Japan, the old people are gonna be like, why are you watching shonen shows? You know, like are you
Yeah.
it's a cartoon for kids, and I'm like, oh, okay. But I'm gonna say my order. I think my first one has always been, I think, gaming. But then because I have taken the longest break, I am missing out in a lot of freaking video games. But I'm excited for the new ones that they're gonna relaunch. Like Persona 4 is one of my favorite video games I play in PS Vita, so I'm looking forward to the remake. And then I will say music, and then anime third. Yeah, I feel like that's exactly the same order. I think Nighthawk, cosplay. Max, you remember when I did the Spider-Man photo shoot?
Mm-hmm.
I literally just felt that's when the rumors of Miles Morales video game or movies were coming up, and I was like, damn, a Spider-Man in Boricua, I just want to do this. And I bought the freaking suit, and I call a photographer in New Jersey, and I'd be like, I kind of want to do this. And he's like, wait, what? Let's do it. And I didn't even know that, but that hit so hard. Like the pictures, everybody freaking loved it. They were, oh my god, like Zoo is like cosplaying, and I'm like, wait, what? I just wanted to do it for fun because I was excited about Spider-Man that is Boricua, you know, and he opened up like a whole other like structure of, oh, so this is cosplay, and then I learned like, oh, you got there's a whole preparation and people that do 3D printing and like makeup, and I'm like, no, I'm not super like that. I just did that one and I enjoy it, and obviously if I can do like another one I will do it, but I'm not into a lot of cosplay, obviously.
Mhm.
One, that shoe was epic. So I mean, and it's like you never know, and like it's literally just going back to like doing what you love or doing like, oh, like, and Hawk was saying about like having like a stream of consciousness of content ideas. Never let that go or ignore that. That's why I always have my phone on me. Like even if I'm about to go to sleep and something sparks up in my mind, I got my phone and like I have to write it down or it's gonna be gone. Or because it
Yeah.
could be something that you can always use when you're in like like a kind of like a space where you don't want to create or you're kind of like you don't know what to do, because there are like some spots in creation where it's like, oh, I could do this, something's, a show's coming up, a movie's coming up, this game's coming up, you can post this is relevant for that, being relevant, keeping with the trends and stuff. But there are going to be moments where it's just like ain't nothing happening, and that's where you can just slide up in your ideas
Yes.
of
Yeah,
creation. So
for sure.
Yeah, it's literally like the perfect time to like. Sometimes I wish that gaming can hit a low real quick, so I could be like, all right, I can bring all these backlog games because like I just
GTA
want to play
about to
what I
come
want to
out.
play.
It ain't gonna
Yeah.
be no low. Anytime there's
Yeah.
gonna be so much gaming stuff because they're trying to get their shit out before GTA. That's why.
Yes, and yeah, and let's talk about that real quick. Like September and October is I gotta choose. Like I'm literally focusing on Control Resonant, then Phantom Blade Zero in October, and I honestly think that's it. There might be a couple indie games that might get confirmed dates. Uh, but but yeah, like I was gonna ask, like September and October, like what were your anticipated games, or maybe it's
Gears of
GTA
War.
6.
Gears of
Gears,
War.
Gears of
Oh yeah,
War.
yeah.
I might dabble in some Call of Duty. Um, it's so funny because yes, I will be playing GTA, but a lot of girly games are coming out in November. Like I'm here for there's
Really?
like a Winx game and there's a Barbie game. I love like don't get me wrong, I love my third person shooters. I love like my role play. I love like the horror games, but I love me a little girly game. Like I be playing Infinity Nikki offline all the time with my little
Yeah.
rainbows and unicorns. Like I love it.
Hmm.
You gotta have
That's
balance.
kind of cute. I actually got interested on the Hello Kitty game for the Switch. I was
Oh
like, ooh,
my god.
cute.
I have one. I literally found one for my Game Boy Advance, and I'm getting more in my tech bag. That's why I'm so excited. Oh, I have like a whole new setup, and that's like what I've been preparing for. But I'm getting more in my tech bag because also there's money in that. All right,
Hmm.
the tech side of things. But I'm actually gonna be a part of my console stuff. I'm gonna be modding my own Game Boy, like the Hello Kitty. I'm gonna be like changing the LCD screen and so you can like see it better and like kind of like filming that whole process, and I'm really excited because
I just
that
literally saw a video today of a girl saying, if you can do your own nails, you can mod your Game
mhm.
Boy.
No, like, and that's what
Really?
it's really like I have, and you know what sucks? It's like I've been sitting on like this content for like 2 years. Like I've been wanting to do this stuff for a while, and it sucks like life gets in the way or other content gets in the way. So I'm really excited to explore this, and I have like the Hello Kitty and Friends game to kind of like show when it's like all modded up. But yeah.
I love it. If what is your favorite console of all the retro ones?
Ooh, good question.
PlayStation 2.
Ooh.
It says, yeah.
That's
You know
probably
what's
like
crazy? I
the
feel bad I skipped that PlayStation 2. I never had one.
girl, there's so many like gems, like so many childhood memories just off of that. I know a lot of people say will say like the N64, but we didn't have that growing up. My cousins did, so we would go over their place to play that. But um, it was a PlayStation 2, and I say online was Xbox 360. Like
Yeah.
Xbox
See you
360
as an
live
Xbox.
days.
That's why I got you the
Like
Xbox.
girl, I still use it. I got it in there. I took a picture. I think I don't know if you saw it, but I did take a picture and added you. I was like, thank you, Sonny.
I
I
love
used
that. I knew
Morg.
it.
Morg was using it. People want me to do a video on that, so I'll show like what the toast looks like. But it's really Zuli gifted me an Xbox. It was like Xbox Series S, toaster, and it like
Yes,
when you
yeah.
toast your bread, it has like the Xbox emblem.
I literally
And
was like, I texted Max. I'm like, Max, I'm gonna send you something that I 100% sure is gonna go sold out, and this is a gem. You have to have it because you're the Xbox girl. So I
yes.
sent that to her.
Yeah.
Xbox
That's dope.
360 days was like iconic. Like that was I would never forget. That was like the most fun I've ever had on gaming ever. Like I'm not even like it kind of like beginning of COVID or it kind of resembled that, but like there is just like a different it was never the same. It was never the same.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
remember playing for my cousin's Xbox 360, and my favorite game was the one with the hoops, like
Mm.
the urban basketball one, and it will come out with really hit of music when the character will play hoops, and that was my favorite one back then. But Max, you're gonna kill me, but when I moved to from Puerto Rico to the US, I did the mistake of selling my whole collection. So in Puerto Rico, I used to be a collector, and I, as a geek nerd girl, I would be surrounded by nerds every Saturday. We would geek out and change collections. So I had my GameCube with all the Resident Evil games collection, and because it was so hot, I sold it for money because I was trying to get money to move here. And I regret it so much because as soon as I was here in my empty apartment, I was like, I could have put my video game there. I could have played on the TV. And then I start to get stuff back but I lost it everything. I have my Game Boy Color, the GameCube with Resident Evil games. I have my PlayStation 4 of Darth Vader. I was so in pain. Like, I literally sold everything. I was like, why did I do this? I'm so stupid. Guys, if you're moving to another country or from the East Coast to the West, don't sell your collections. It's not worth it. The money goes away quick. So, that's a
Yeah.
big suggestion.
Yeah. And I would also say, like, because that takes me back to another memory where I sold my Wii U to get my Switch. And low key, good decision on my end. Like, just to get the Switch, because the Switch was like one of the best eras of gaming, like for me, personally. But I will say there are some memories on that Wii U that I do miss. Now that I like think back to it, there's games that you can't get on the other consoles that you can get on the Wii U. That side of it I do miss. And it's also one of those consoles that isn't looked at very fondly in retrospect. Like it's seen as like a failure of Nintendo, but there really was like a niche, like a niche set of people who really like enjoyed the Wii U. Like I remember, honestly, we got made fun of for
I
like
was
liking
one
the
of
Wii U.
them.
Yeah, like Nintendo Land, like King's in the chat. If he's still watching, he champions Nintendo Land all the time as one of the best like multiplayer experience games. and it's so fun when you bring that to like when you have a group of people to play that with. um they're like even just a it was kind of their prototype to what the Switch would eventually become, what the Switch would perfect. And now here we are with the Switch 2 with all these other new experiences. So
No,
um
the Wii U, I don't miss it because the Wii though, it was really important, and then
yeah,
even when people modded the Wii and you have the whole freaking games in there, that's amazing. But Wii U, I feel there was something there. I loved. That's how they created the Switch, basically. Like
yeah,
I love having that console and playing different things. So for
yeah.
sure.
Makes you think like how much further are they gonna like take it with where are they gonna move um after the Switch 2? Like, are they just gonna keep doing hybrid consoles, or are they just gonna like remain with it, like innovate on a newer idea with like a console? Because Nintendo always
Well,
innovates.
I have a feeling. And Max, do you have a Switch too or no?
I don't. I'm still debating. I barely played my Switch 1. I mean, I played it more during COVID. But I found myself like not gravitating towards it. So I was just like,
Mhm.
is there a point to get the
You can
second one?
hold then, because I feel like
Uh,
I have a similarity of you of in terms like I don't levitate towards Nintendo games a lot, but I decided to buy it because I'm a freaking spender, and I did fall in love with Pocopia. That's the only thing. I did fall in love with Pocopia, but yeah, if
Yeah,
you're not towards those games, then I don't
I
think
just
it's
like
worth. There's not a lot.
I just have a feeling I might win it one day, or like I'm gonna get
Let's
one.
go.
I don't know. I
that's
just
the way
have
to
that
do it.
feeling.
Yeah,
Universe.
Like my intuition is just like,
You
wait,
know
you don't
what?
need
Send an
it.
email to Nintendo. Be like,
No, like that, like because I'm getting more in my tech bag, and I feel like it's possible. And like people are giving them away now, like since they're not really like a demand for it. I feel like it's easier to get one, maybe. But I wanted before I freaking left. I was like, no. Like it. I understand like you sold your collection, but it's kind of what you had to do at the time. And the thing with always being a
mhm,
collector, you always will be one, and you can always like, even though it sucks because some people would be trying to like penny pinch you or like extend that price a little. They're reaching.
yep,
Um, but you can always recollect it. Japan's got fire gems for the low. Um, and I too, I had to rebuild my collection. I had a house fire, and not all of
oh yeah.
my all of my handhelds gone, Xbox gone. Um, a lot of I think like all of the older ones were surviving because they were in storage. Like my original Nintendo has like the burn mark still on it. So like
Oh wow.
mm,
it's kind of like I had to rebuild, and I as I was rebuilding, I got some that I never gotten, like the 64 or the Sega Dreamcast. I never had one. So
Do you still can play them? Like they're like fully functional?
um the PlayStation 3 is still playable, but the Nintendo I haven't tested. I haven't tested the Atari or Coleco. Um My PlayStation 2, the 360 was not playable. It had water damage. But I still have it because you can still technically repair it. And yeah,
Just
the
remember that
PlayStation
I
2.
bought something recently. You were just talking about console. I just remember I bought like those the Game Boy copies that they make, and you can put games on it. I bought recently one for like $50, and I just forgot where is it. I'm like, where? Wait, hold up a second. Didn't I have a console? I'm looking. What the hell is it?
They make handheld devices that you can play a lot of your old retro joints on it
that's
now.
what's
So,
the person from Sailor Moon? Is that character?
um, oh yeah, this is Luna.
Yeah, nice.
I got this sticker from DreamCon actually.
Oh, okay, cool.
I have like a Pikachu one too.
Hmm.
They like you're supposed. I think you can put this like on your car and like water bottles, and it's them just like peeking
Hmm.
out.
Yeah.
Talking about retro stuff. Look at this Tamagotchi.
Oh,
Ooh,
Has
nice.
been with me since I'm a baby. So this is not the ones that you're buying new ones that they're making. This is from the 90s.
mm.
I
I
mean,
want
and
to
it's
look.
still pretty pink, but it definitely runs out of battery right away, though.
Mhm.
A
So
lot of that's I lost a lot of that stuff, but I think I still have my Pokemon cards, or did that? I don't know. My mom saved some of the stuff, but there's a lot of stuff that like didn't make it. But there's some things that I was like, oh my god, I have a lot of older games um saved up that could be worth a lot, but I left some of that back at home because it's just like it was so many older like Sega games that I'm sure are worth like a shit ton. Even like older Nintendo, because people are like looking for like the older cartridges.
Yep.
And
I
they're
have
worth a
still the
lot.
NES with my games at home. And the thing is, I still have all my stuff that is old school at Puerto Rico house. So I'm just looking, my mom and dad, don't sell it. Because my dad'd be like,
Right.
is this money? He's going to sell it.
Hmm.
Because right now, I was looking for my Pokemon cards and I still cannot find them. And I have a feeling
Mm.
my dad did something.
Oh no. That's the thing
Not
that
telling me. He's not telling me.
my mom is a collector too, but she collects other things. Like my family does artwork. Beanie, we still have Beanie Babies.
Ooh,
Like
yeah.
a lot of old like 90s nostalgia. Like my mom has like she even has old like artwork, like Disney artwork that's like like they don't sell that shit anymore. And she even like passed down stuff for me, and it's worth like maybe like 6 digits like
Nice.
hanging up. So like it's
Mm.
being a collector, it like people are getting hip to it now, but it's just like, no, if you got some shit, yeah,
So,
hold on to it. Like that Hello Kitty. Yeah.
mhm.
I've gotten collectors try to hit me up. They're like, yo, you trying to sell it? No.
I
Like
know.
if you want something in your collection, that Hello Kitty one. That's why I was telling Cleo, I was like, yeah, get that junk in your collection because
Mhm.
it's like a one to have for sure.
Last week I was in Puerto Rico and from literally my dad has everything just in the house. I literally took something because I was like, this is part of me. I'm going to take it with me. I'm going to put it on my video game structure. And it's literally the VHS of Totoro. I used to watch it when I
Oh,
was a baby, and it's the
Ooh,
original
yeah.
Totoro VHS that they don't exist anymore. So now I have to look at the movie, but at least I have it with me. And I couldn't believe like Studio Ghibli used to do the VHS, but then customized for the American, obviously like
Yep.
customers. So it's in English and has stuff. Yeah.
Hmm. That's another jump-in point that people don't talk about with anime is some of the movies. Not even just Studio Ghibli movies, which there's so many of them. Like Princess
And they do the
Mononoke.
fest every year, Studio Ghibli in the movie theaters.
Yeah,
I want to see
they
them and I
always come
always
back.
miss them.
Yeah. They're even bringing back Akira. It's not Studio Ghibli, but Akira is coming back to theaters for AMC at least. It's like 4K IMAX type of stuff. That movie needs it though, because that movie does age well, kind of like a cyberpunk. The first time
Hmm.
watching that movie, it was like, how did we get to? And this is no joke. Like kids in biker gangs in this rundown city that's like futuristic to this spiritual experience where this character has basically become God. That's how crazy that film like goes from like point A to point B. It was a crazy experience to first watch, but it did inspire a lot of like animes like after it. And what I will say is like that's part of why I like anime and kind of these entertainment like feels, even just with the collector stuff, you get to see the history of everything. I love
Hmm.
seeing where something came from. Like even part of the reason why I even asked about people's origin stories and stuff. I love seeing the start of something and seeing it progress into this big like thing. Like this part of the reason why I love going
Yeah.
through, like we talked about Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach, the big three. They are called the big three because they hit a mainstream peak at around the same time. They were kind of this new generation of anime that would influence so many that came after it, but they're born from the influence of Dragon Ball and kind of everything that came from the 90s. And so they brought in those new ideas
Yeah.
building off what Dragon Ball did for their time.
And I think that's a good thing. And even like as a collector, as Max mentioned, like for me, collecting things and things I have at home, I think I like it more for the memory and the nostalgia and
Yeah.
having it. But I know nowadays a lot of people are collecting because just of the money, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it hits different because I have at home like my NES, my Mario original games. We have the pad that you used to run to do exercise in a freaking Nintendo game back in the 90s and all that stuff. But I'm like, I like just having it there. I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm gonna try to see how much is this worth, but some people just now collect because of that purpose. Obviously, because Pokemon just broke the whole market space.
It's 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 like some people have done it because it's kind of like a fad at the moment. Like they see
Hmm.
people doing it and they want to do it themselves, just for shits and giggles. But it's really sad because it kind of dabbles in like the whole gambling thing, the whole like blind box thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it was fucking everybody up like them blind boxes too. Like
Hmm.
get somebody with an addiction, like
Mm-hmm.
habit. Ooh, wee, driving them motherfuckers crazy. Like just trying to get that one kick of dopamine. Like you know how like, but that's capitalism. It's
Yep.
like, hey, they getting their coin, but it's just like you gotta be careful when it comes to these fads because the overconsumption and like you don't need five little boo boo boxes. Like you really don't. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, or do you really want this Pokemon card, or are you just doing it because it's like what's in right now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
You know, it's crazy. What if it comes a time that they're gonna go and see back all they did for those things, and then it's not gonna have the same value, and you're gonna be like, "Geez, you know how much
No,
money they spent on all that shit."
people are like, so what are you? Where's your little boo boo now? Like, what? Like, I watched a video of like overconsumption, and it kind of like took me back. It's just like, do you really need this thing? No, you don't. Like I had a thing with me. It was like with clothes. Like I was feeling down. I'm gonna buy like a new jacket or like a new shirt, even in college. And like you get like this pile of shit that you haven't even worn in a year. So I've definitely, as I came into this new house, I let go of like older habits. And low key, I'm still like, I think I got rid of a lot of stuff, but I'm still like I'm checking a lot of other like clothes and things that I don't need. So
Hmm.
it's
Yeah.
just, I guess as you get older. But it's also like I don't want to hate. Is if that's what you want, if you've always been a collector, like I don't want to be a hater, but it's just like the overconsumption nowadays have been a little
But you
extreme.
know what they say that happens nowadays, and I'm gonna close this up for us. But I feel like they say this happening too because they need some people need distractions, and you know when the market goes crazy about something, there's a lot of shit going on in the world, and maybe
Hmm.
without realizing, people focus on that because they don't want to focus on the whole shit show that's happening in the background. So
Yeah.
they're like,
Hmm.
overconsumption comes to play a lot because of that too.
Yeah. I mean, it's you kind of that's why you have hobbies, but there's also like I was a hoarder, a hobby hoarder as well.
No,
Always
same. I
trying new
broke
shit.
those things too. Yeah.
But
My parents, I'm like, thank God you have all that, but I have to teach my parents, do you need all this clothing from the 90s? You don't even fit on them anymore. You don't need all this clothing, mom. And she's like, oh, I don't know. Someday I'll do it. I'm like, I broke that. I literally have been giving away 2 big trash bags every year of clothing. Because I'm like, somebody needs it. There's a young girl out there that needs his clothes. Donation.
I
decluttering
honestly need to do
helps
that.
with creativity too. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say I need to do that too. I need to get some of these clothes out of here because it's from high school, and I don't. I
It feels
fit.
good.
Yeah, like I fit them, but it's like it's old. Like let's get this new stuff in there.
Yeah.
Cause it's like like as you get older, I hope people change. You hope you wish people change for the best.
Hmm.
But so does your style. Like it comes with the. It's good to get rid. It for me, it feels great to get rid of shit. I ain't gonna lie. It's
I,
less room to have more room for new stuff and just like more room to like to create and all that stuff. So,
you know
but
something that doesn't help, right? The conventions.
oh yeah, but
They
that's
got us
why
suspended.
what you don't see is what you don't know. I'm scared. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, if I know a brand is there, I love to support black owned businesses, but I
No,
know,
yeah.
like, oh, if I don't need this, I'm not. I kind of like go with a mind of like, I'm looking for this.
if they don't have it, then okay, I don't need another fucking shirt. I really don't.
That's what
I
like the first
have a new
conventions I
Disney
did.
shirt.
Yep. The first conventions I did, I have a shirt of every freaking convention. And then I think Nighthawk, when he started going to conventions with me, I was like, Nighthawk, I'm sorry that I'm putting you on this, but we will buy a shirt in every convention. And then I was like, I don't need to buy a shirt in every freaking convention. Like, I have too many shirts now.
I try to
Yeah.
collect like when I was moving here. That's why I loved moving. Like I was like, oh, well, I need a new mouse pad, or like I need like a coaster or a cup, or I don't know. Like you find things in your pop culture nostalgia within things that you need or something. I don't know. Like
Mhm.
I got this mouse pad and I love it. I needed another one. So,
This
but
is the only
also
thing I feel like I spend my money, and I was like, it's because a girl made it. Look at
Now that
this is so.
that was cool.
This is my heart. This is my favorite Pokemon, by the way.
oh,
Cube.
Cubone. Yeah.
Cubone, Cubone.
this was designed.
Damn. Saja boys.
That's perfect for you.
It's colorful. It's so cute.
That movie
I
really
was
took
like,
over
yeah,
last
you
year too.
like like I as soon as the clock struck 3 a.m. I was on that motherfucker heavy because I was like, you mean K drama and like an anime and it's animated, bitch, and music, nigga,
Mhm.
sign me up. I was first in line for that. I was like, I know this is about to be gas. Like it's all the things they love. So
I love
and
it.
fine ass men.
I will admit on the convention part though, like now that Zuli has put me on, I do find myself like on these shirts, and I control myself with the jackets though, because I'm like I'm not gonna wear these jackets often, but damn, they look good though. Especially some
Ooh,
of
I
these
saw a
anime
Yu Yu
jackets.
Hakusho jacket in this last anime NYC, and I was like, geez,
Yeah,
looks beautiful.
I go with artwork too, even though I don't need any more fucking artwork. I have so much. I have like where I'm still trying to figure out where I'm gonna put a lot of this stuff.
some of
But
it
the
in the back right
artwork,
now.
And I love supporting like black women as well, like businesses. And I see all these conventions, they have different people, but if I see like all this artwork, and I gotta support her, like I gotta buy this.
that's why
So
like I'm so happy like people are making purses, like hats. Like it's like stuff like I love crazy looking hats, like big. That's why I'm just like, yeah, like I love that people are not just making shirts or like your 3D printed. Like that's
Mhm.
another thing. People are just doing 3D prints and or getting stuff off of Shein and selling it at these conventions. I didn't know that. I'm like, you tell me I can buy this off of Shein right now for like $3 and they're
Dang.
charging you
It's
20.
crazy.
That's what they're and a lot of these mainstream conventions, a lot of people have been doing that. I'm like, wow.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I remember Max when I text you in one of the conventions I was, because I saw a
Oh my
Hello
god, the Hello
Kitty
Kitty!
in the alien suit. And I was Max, and then what was it that I come back and it was gone, right?
It was gone. That's what the figurines. I've actually just recently collected 2 anime figurines, so that's like another thing you can technically collect for instead of like a oh my god, or a cardboard cutout.
No way.
I the Love and Deep Space game. It's a Chinese game. It's not really prevalent over here, so it's like people. You either have to buy it off of like people making their own stuff, or
Mhm.
like I mean the game itself. All they do is sell like paper cards, and it's not really a lot. They do sell plushies. I got one, but I was just like, let me go ahead, and I still need to make a video on that. People were like, "How'd you make it?" Because you literally, it's really easy and affordable to make your own like your favorite character in a literal and the height of the person. Like I made it, it's how high like his actual height, um, and everything is great. A
Yeah.
little scare it scares the shit out of me sometimes and other people, but yeah, it's amazing.
Just
That's
imagine
so
other people
funny.
visiting you and you just just see like, oh shit, what's this?
Oh, I
Yeah.
also my dog. I remember I got a video of my dog just like started barking at it. I was like, oh wait a minute, what's going on? Because my dog be sensing shit. I'm like, ooh, what's going on?
Mhm. But
Aw.
yeah. For the convention part, like yeah, I love supporting the businesses, but also the needs part is very helpful for me to like know what to buy and what to kind of be like, okay, this is cool. And even just supporting them with like a follow or getting their business card or like because I try to put myself in that situation of like, yo, you made this thing, and us as content creators, we
Yeah.
know how precious it is to make something and want someone else to care about it. Like even that
Mhm.
Cubone, like
Oh.
that probably took that person so much
I know.
time
I'm like
and
so
effort.
impressed. And the thing is that she didn't
Yeah,
even give it for like an expensive price. I was like, are you selling it for? Give me. But then I was
right.
like, you need to
Yeah.
serve him more. So I give her like even more.
Yeah, and even just thinking about like what you need, like even the earphones I have now, these over ear earphones. I don't know if they'll come up on camera, but I don't normally wear over ear
I've seen
earphones like a
those, I
lot,
think.
but these are called like Tipsy, and they use like environment friendly materials to make them. And they had this like sale at the last DreamHack, and it was an impulse buy for sure. And like sometimes with impulse buys, it could be like, dang, I messed up on this one. But these have become my go-to earphones for like wired stuff, especially like for the streams too, when I need to hear alerts and stuff. So
How was like the booths at DreamHack? That was something I couldn't because they like close. They would close early. It would be like I got there. It was like 4 or 5, and I think the booth closed around 6 because we were all
yeah.
taking pictures and stuff. I was like, dang, like how was that? Like how was like the convention floor with
So
like exhibits?
for the artist alley, it does close at 6. It's a detail I
Yeah, that's
forget every
early.
year. And so I like the vendors. It kind of is similar to TwitchCon for me with all the different like sponsors. It's a lot of sponsored venues. There are
Mm-hmm.
some like indie creators who do like the artwork or all the stuff you guys said, the hats and the different figures. So those people are cool. I always find, yeah, I'm at the point now where I'm going to so many conventions that I see the same creators, and it's cool following them as well.
Mm.
There's this the shirt is in my other room, but this person, her name is La Salty Onion, and I saw this
Oh,
Sonic mouse pad with all the different characters on it, and I'm just like, oh, okay, I
That's
could
cute.
use that because I just have a boring little like nothing against Logitech. I love Logitech, but it was a little gray mouse pad. I'm like, let me just add something with some color, with some like something that I actually like. But what I
mm-hmm.
know from her is just like shirts and stickers. So like seeing that was pretty cool to see. Like, oh, you also do mouse pads too. That was dope. But some of the brand stuff can be a little hit or miss though. In a similar way that like TwitchCon was, because it's like I guess it depends on what the brand chooses to do that year. Um,
Mm-hmm.
some of them are like free giveaways for the products, which is pretty cool. You can get a chance to like win a giveaway on something. Like now, when Elgato was doing that at TwitchCon, that was pretty
Mm.
cool because like they have some, of course, some amazing streaming
The
products.
giveaways go crazy though in conventions because it's like 100 people in front of the booth, and you're like, I'm out it. I
Yeah,
get tired because I'm like,
that's
I'm out
the
of
that's
here.
the
There's
only
too many
bad part.
people.
But I
Yeah.
heard like especially like with TwitchCon, I might be forced to go this year. I'm being forced by people. I might be
Bye
going.
peep. Bye
I'm
peeps.
yeah. I've never been. I might be forced to go this year. We'll see.
Aw.
But
I would have
I've
loved to
heard.
go when you're going too. It's so much fun. I mean, Nighthawk and I we went together to TwitchCon, but we haven't tried it again because I don't know.
So yeah, and
It's
that was
like
2024, and I went last year. I went 2025, but that was a little bit of a rush trip, and because that it wasn't as. Thank goodness for my friend group and like for the friends there, because like
Mhm.
it was expensive for an experience that it was like kind of just like okay at the end of the day. I like the new connections though and the networking. That's the best
Oh,
part about it for sure.
I think that's what when it comes I feel like nowadays like I've been using it's like yes, okay. Yes, I've been using these conventions as like, it's fun, it's a vacation, but I've actually been like networking my ass off, getting you can actually I heard my friend was telling me like you can get brand deals at like TwitchCon and
Yep.
these tech conventions like
Hmm.
DreamHack. That's why I really want to go to I missed the I wanted to go to PAX West, but I feel like I have a lot of stuff going on right now, and I'm like maybe next year I'll venture into more tech cons, but it's like those conventions is like where you can network, get your brand deals, like more brand deals, and
Yeah, that's true.
connect with these tech companies to send you some shit, because that tech bag
Mm-hmm.
is
Hmm.
nice. Okay, like I get like, like you're trying to do content creation, but it's like you don't have to spend your money. You can get them to send it even if you don't even have like if they like your content and if you network, they love your personality. I know a lot of people who don't even have like big followings who still get brand deals. So that's
Yes.
what I'm trying to do. And that's what I've done. That's what I've been
Yeah.
doing. So
I love the techie stuff, as you know me, and then I feel like TwitchCon is good on that. And if obviously if you have your connections, it's gonna help you a lot. And one of the things last TwitchCon I went is that I went and I did my own. What is it called, Nighthawk? I did my own. What is it called that when you
Your
talk with people, and you have a whole
panel on
a
Sunday.
panel.
Yeah.
I did
mm,
that for the first time ever. TwitchCon gave me a space to do a panel, and I was the moderator.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't know this, but in my day-to-day life, I talk and present a lot. So they didn't know I was so good at it that when I did it, and by the way, Twitch, reach me out if you need another one. But
Please.
I did it, and
Yeah.
people were impressed. Oh my God, Zanebula, you managed that, like the moderator and talking with the guests and trying to get them to talk. And then I'm like, yeah, because I do it day to day, but I didn't know I would love that in my also content, like gaming stuff and with Twitch. So that's something that I also like when I come back, I kind of want to continue doing because moderator, you know it is. It's just to get the conversation started and you can speak and do questions and stuff. And I love doing that so people can present themselves. And I love that from TwitchCon. So get that experience too if you get a panel.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I my dance panel, I have a ball, and I just love
Oh my,
I
the
love
dancing ones are good.
I love seeing people's reactions. Even Pat was impressed. Like when Kadeem helped me last year, and Pat helped me this year, they were just like, I have never seen this side of you. Well, Kadeem's used he's known me in that realm, but he also was shocked. Like I don't think he's seen me in that like host like position. Even
Mm-hmm.
Pat, he was like, I've never seen this side. And he was like, him and the AV tech guys were just like in the back having a good time. They were like they were filming. They were not even a part of like that community, but they were just like filming too cuz everyone was just having a good time. And that's just like what I always like to conjure that atmosphere of just having a good time cuz all in all, like I know we're like content is hard, but it's like you got to live your life. You know, like all these like collecting and doing you have to live your life in the end. So
Mm-hmm.
why not do it with a
Yeah.
smile? So
Yeah.
And I know, Nighthawk, that we are in the 2 hours and 21 minutes timing. So I want to be mindful of you guys' time.
Mm-hmm.
Any last messages that we want to give each of you? Any last messages to the community? Anything you want to say? And then definitely like socials as the last speaking point. But whatever you want to say, maybe a suggestion or like something you want to tell to the community.
I don't know if you want me to go first or Hawk, you want to go first.
I have something to add, and I'll Max, I'll let you get your like socials and last words off. It was too. I was thinking about like going to all these conventions and getting these real life experiences and seeing these real life experiences materialize from the digital part of it. It can't just be. I find myself thinking like it can't just be the stuff I do on here. The stuff I do on here is important. I still want to like keep getting better and better at it. But at those conventions, at the panels and all that, that's where the connection really does finalize. And you know, I know that not everyone can make it to panels or conventions or whatever the case may be, but those networking opportunities and those panels are once in a lifetime experiences. You're not going to be able to go to conventions often. Life is going to get busy, but to be able to execute those ideas in person at a panel and then just like meet all these people and have all these fun experiences in person, like that's a really rewarding part of conventions. And yeah, just like I remember Afyong from RDC, he talked about like the art of even doing a panel. So there's a lot of technique that goes into it. And at the same time, it's not even that intimidating to think about wanting to do a panel. Like, shoot your shot, go for it. Like, honestly, it's just so
That's
many
why
things out there.
TwitchCon opens up for you guys to do your idea, and if it, materialize, they'll let you present and do things. So definitely, like, that's an opportunity if you guys are going to TwitchCon, and even like a dancing one. Like, I've seen back in the different ones I went, it was so much fun. So that's a good opportunity, and I feel like everybody should experience it, either from moderator, presenting, or like hosting or whatever.
Yeah, and the thing, in similar to what we've been saying all stream, is that like if you just one inspiration from this last DreamCon was seeing GQ do her entire panel. That was her original idea, and she had a vision. She had a great group of people with her, Brandy, Black Kaiser. They filled in the roles that because she can't do this alone, so she's going to need the help to like get that idea materialized and make it feel real. And she built a real experience off of that. And there might have been some, parts where she's going to like improve on the idea, but that's what you do the idea in the first place to do. Like, okay, let's see where to improve to make it into an experience that could be maybe a DreamCon staple. Let's just try it and see. And trying things to begin with, even my first experience at DreamHack was like I think I may have been a little bit hesitant that first year that Zuli put me onto it, but the moment I decided to go to that DreamHack led to all these conventions that I go to now and all these connections I've made. And it's just crazy to think about. Like, one decision can lead you down a whole nother path. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. Like, that's just a lot of my convention thing is just around that part.
That's a good message for sure.
And you don't know if, unless, like, it's like, I always say, like, closed mouths don't get fed, but you don't know until you try. Like, and it doesn't hurt. Like, all they can say is no. You reaching out for a collab, all they can say is no. At least you've tried it. Because you could catch somebody on a good day. You could like run into someone. That's why I moved to LA. Like, there's so many. Think of like LA is like DreamCon, but every week. Like, there's so many opportunities.
Yeah.
There's so many opportunities to network. There's events. That's why like DreamCon now, it's like it's pretty big, but it's like because I live in LA, there's so many like baby DreamCons or like events or like parties. Like, I'm like, oh god. And it's like so many, even at the parties, there's industry people there. There's content creators that you can get to know, like exchange information. Like, there's so many ways to connect out here. That's why I'm like so like thankful I just made that leap. I did that for my spirit too, because there's also like moments where it's just like maybe an area, a place, even like it could be like family or friends that are not sitting with you, and you need to, it's okay to move on, because like as we get older we evolve, and some people, some family, some places, like your home, like you grow out of, and that's okay. Like, sometimes it might be sad, but it could literally change your life. Like, so that's why I was like, don't wait, just go for it, shoot your shot, like keep trying. Though I know the whole consistent thing, but keep trying. Like, just keep doing it. Like, you could take breaks, come back, just keep doing, never give up on yourself, really, and always adapt, because this realm is always changing. There's always gonna be news, something hot, new trend, new app, new platform, over fucking whelming. But the more you put your face out there, the more you network, the more people are gonna see you. So whatever your goal is, you just kind of like gotta follow that. And I also want to say it is okay for your goal to change, because as you adapt and grow, so does your goals. So, and some people kind of hold on to old goals, but it's just like that goal does no longer suit you or is there for you. Like, you gotta, as you adapt, so does your goals. So it's okay to go back to old goals, or leave old goals behind, but you gotta evolve with what you got going on. So,
and
we are evolving.
Real quick, yes, we are evolving.
Like Pokemon.
Yeah, I really want to add to that. Like, you can set your own goal for this stuff. not everyone's goal has to be, I want to be the biggest and most famous streamer. That could, if that's your goal, take a journey to that. But if your goal is to do something else, like maybe just to express yourself, like, oh, I really like this game, I want to put this out there, cater to your goal instead of like trying to base your stuff off of someone else's goal or someone else's journey or someone else's grind. Like, really do it for what you want to do and like never lose focus of that. I just want to really add that part of it.
Yeah, because you never know. You can meet someone that will literally set your shit, like, will take off. Like, GQ has found like her group, like, that can help her evolve. You know what I'm saying? She's already evolving, and she's met people that align with her to focus on what she's got going on. You know, like, and it's just like it's great when you come as a group, but it's like in the end you have to like lock in on what you want to do in the end. Like the group stuff, it's kind of like extra, like, what's the word? It's like a bonus, you
Yeah.
know? It's fun. Like I love everyone, and it's like sometimes like you take breaks, sometimes you come back. So it's just like it's like everyone has their own journey, and it's like amazing to see everyone embark on their own. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess from my side, I think what I'm gonna say is that I actually shared this with Nighthawk, and I'm okay sharing it publicly because I just want to give the message out there. I just literally last week lost a friend. He passed away, and it was unexpected. He was young. Nobody was expecting it, and it hurts a lot because he was part of my routine of my day to day. Like, it's a friend that I have here, neighbor. And with that, I felt like, interesting. Enjoy your life. That's what I always say. Like, enjoy what you do. If your love and passion is for the created input and output, be there, because any day something can happen. Life is gonna finish. We all know that life can finish any moment, and I feel like people should enjoy yourself. So don't do things that you feel uncomfortable. Open doors for yourself. Vouch for yourself. Believe in yourself. Like, I've been part of imposter syndrome, and I have come out of it, and I've been like, why am I imposter syndrome? I did all this list of things. Like, why am I thinking about that? So I just enjoy life, to be honest, and enjoy what you want. Your art, your creative output, just do it, because honestly, like, life can end any moment and unexpectedly, and at the end, right now, I remember him as the best and greatest human being, and he loved gaming a lot, and I have a lot of good memories with him and about all this, and I'm like, the impact he did in a lot of people. I kind of want to say that you guys also have that opportunity to enjoy yourself, so you make a good impact for yourself, and the other people that are around you, they're going to capture that good energy from you, like, because you're enjoying yourself. That's what I want to try to get to. So I just want to say that.
yeah, because in the end, this shit could be gone. You gotta live your motherfucking
know.
life.
Yeah.
Do what you love, because
I know.
if you don't love it, it's gonna show, and
It'll show
like
in the
not
content.
gonna work out for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because whatever is meant for you, it will be for you, bro. No matter if it's like not your time now, it's someone else's shine. Let them shine. If it's meant for you, your time will come. Like, you know what I'm saying? But in the end, live your life. No matter what anyone says about you, their prejudgments, their assumptions, or what you could be your own worst enemy. You know, you gotta be there for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be your number one fan. No matter if your friends don't support you or they do support you, because you're gonna have ups and flow of people, because they got shit going on in their lives. Not everybody can support, but people can support when they can. You got to be your number one supporter, bro. You have to believe in yourself in order to get through this whole thing. So, and I feel like that's like a thing that people, they always see like the great, but they don't see what you have to go through to not only just survive in this realm, because it's a game, it's a battlefield of different personalities. So
Yes.
you
Yeah.
just got to believe in yourself and live your life.
Yes.
So
Live your life. That's the title of this
all in all.
episode. Live your life.
Live your life. Bars.
Yeah. I think we've said everything that needed to be. That was all very well said from all like three of us. Max, real quick, first off, thank you for taking the time to be on this episode. We all got busy schedules. These collabs get harder and harder to kind of put together. But it's really cool working with everyone to get this opportunity to have these conversations. So I do thank you for that. Where can everyone find you on socials, and do you have anything coming soon that people can look forward to?
Oh man. I feel like I've done a lot, so I want to make sure you can follow me on Maxa Slayer. It's Maxa Slayer with two X's. I think everything is Maxa Slayer on all platforms except for Twitter. There's like an underscore at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I you might see me in Pat and Tahir's new show that they got coming up, called Ravens Crossing. We just got done
Yeah.
like filming that. Um, I got I've been working with some companies, some brands that you'll be seeing soon, some gaming companies, some tech companies. I've been networking my ass off, so I got some stuff, projects in the works that I can't wait to show you. Halloween, I got something really fire and really proud that I'm working on, so I'm excited for that. But yeah, and I know I've been like a little um slacking on the streams, but I promise like when things get all settled, I'll be back on the streaming grind too. And I have episodes and stuff I want to do for all my stream and IRL stuff. So I got a lot of things coming. I just gotta get I feel like in LA there's always something going on. So
Mm-hmm.
I see I'm on the other side now and I understand. Like it's hard to like do certain stuff because there's always shit happening. I do believe, if I am correct, I got invited to BlizzCon. So if
Hmm.
you're going to BlizzCon, you should be seeing me there. I just need to confirm a few things. But I was invited. But yeah, I think that's my next convention. Oh, and I got invited. Shout out to Tasha, Jazzy, Dwayne, the whole One
Yes.
Touch crew. I love them. Shira. And they have
T-
Touch Grass Festival. I
yes.
got invited to that, so you'll see me there. Um, so yeah, in October, lot stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoop,
Zuli, do
whoop.
you have anything coming up soon?
Um, I feel like for me, you guys can follow me, Zoo Nebula. I feel I haven't super inactive, but I'm trying to get restarted and repumping the heart of my PC gaming shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, find me Zoo Nebula coming up. I think I'm gonna start trying to stream back to Pocopia games and chill games. You guys know me by shooters, but I am in a phase now that I like to chill cozy games.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I recently discovered that I do like D&D storytelling. I didn't know I had that on me, and I don't know, it's an area that I'm gonna be exploring, so maybe I'll put that in my streams as well. But it's interesting. I didn't know I loved it. Recently with a friend, I discovered that, and yeah, find me as the Nebula, and then my regular Instagram, Zulila Boy on Instagram, is gonna be my pursuit of always diabetes type 1 and lifestyle, which that's what I'm trying to do my content there for diabetes, because I do have some deals with brands, about lifestyle and diabetes, because that's what I kind of want to focus on on my normal life too.
Yeah, and my YouTube. I don't know if you're gonna do vlogs, but I'm gonna be getting back to that as well, showing my YouTube more love. I'm gonna have like vlogs that I owe everyone. I'm gonna call them like archive archive vlogs because they're from last year, but I'm a little behind on that. But yeah,
Yeah, man. So
lifestyle for sure.
as long as you put them out, that's all that matters. And by the way, I'm gonna go into my spiel in a little bit, but YouTube is raising those like partner requirements soon. So like if you're gonna get on if you're gonna make that your goal, like in keeping in theme, like you can get on that stuff now so you can be on the grind of that. Or hell, if they change the requirements and you still want to be on the grind, sure, you could do that too. You could just drop the content regardless. But yeah, that is coming soon. I just want to put that out there that the partner requirements for YouTube are changing, so a lot of people are putting their focus on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as for me, I first immediate thing is birthday streams coming on Friday. I just put the promo out a couple hours ago. So Michael Jackson is coming back. I'm doing it at the beginning of the stream this time because last year I chose to do it at the end of the 12 hour, and that was not a good idea. Because
that motherfucker is a workout.
Yeah, I was like, even though I'm like sitting here and streaming for 12 hours, that's still a lot of energy I'm putting out for 12 hours straight. So doing it at the beginning of the stream, and on the second half of the stream, we'll have some community games. I want to bring back Jackbox, Mario Kart 8, and I put Fall Guys in there, but I'm kind of going to let the viewers choose. Depends on we'll see how the night goes. So that'll be Friday evening specifically. Continue overall, just kind of continuing the control playthrough. I'm over halfway that game, so that should be finished when Control Resonant comes out. And Zulia and I will be playing Orbitals, the new co-op game. We're pushing for next Thursday because that's when we both got physical editions because the game art looked really cool. So we're scheduling that for Thursday. We do have a backup date, but we will update you guys through our socials
Accordingly, if we get the game on time.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm also pushing on YouTube as well. I still got to work on my Unbeatable series, which is the game I played in January. That's a game I stand 10 toes down on. I'm like, look, I don't care who watches this. I just need to put the series out there because I love that game just as a story, as a statement standing out within the gaming industry itself. Like just the makeup of it, the anime look, and like all the themes within the story and how they relate to what the game is supposed to represent. That's what I really want to put out there for other people. So I got 2 more episodes of that. Since everything is so busy now, I have another convention, Dragon Con, coming up Labor Day weekend.
I was supposed to go to that.
Ah, dang, yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, that and it's so many conventions going on. That'll be my first time attending that convention, but I have been familiar with it for years, so that'll be a full circle moment. Recap stream of that will be after Labor Day weekend, so I'll definitely talk about all the things with it. Yeah, that's kind of everything going on. Appreciate you guys for being here on this episode of Save Point. I think I'm gonna go ahead and raid King. First off, I'm gonna
sidebar Hawk.
Mm-hmm.
If you like make a video of your passion behind the game that you're playing and like tag the creators, you'd be surprised of what the outcome of that is. They
definitely will. Yeah.
What companies and like tech companies, gaming companies, like merchandise companies, or Disney, whatever, they love seeing people pushing their content or their stuff out. So be surprised.
For sure, especially the indie creators. Like you're talking about the sponsorships earlier. TwitchCon had a lot of those for some creators I know. Yeah. So we're gonna raid King. Copy this first command. If you're a follower. Copy second.
Thank you, Max, for coming. Make sure you guys follow Max the Slayer. Please give her a follow.
Thank you guys for having me and being patient with my weak ass internet right now. Just being a bitch. I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know what's going on, but I'll figure it out.
Nah, listen.
Thank you guys for having me. This was awesome. I love you guys.
For sure. Thanks for coming too. Appreciate you guys for coming through, and we'll see you guys. Wait, hold on. Let me get ready. There we go. In credits. All right. Appreciate you guys for coming through, and we'll see you guys on the next stream. Later, y'all.
Shall set you free.